Welcome to the most horsepowerful podcast on the internet, the Xbox Drive. Before we get this show on the road, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring that bell on YouTube, and leave a 5-star rating or review on your podcatcher of choice. If you want to continue the conversation after the show, make sure you join the Carpool Gaming Discord. For exclusive content and all the Carpool shows in one simple feed, head over to patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Finally, head over to carpoolgaming.com for all of your merch needs. Now, with all that out of the way, you better buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for the Xbox Drive.
Greater than X.
Hey everyone, it's me, Sean Capri. I'm glad you're here because you're listening to the most horsepowerful podcast on the internet. It's the Xbox Drive. I'm on a Skype call with my good friends Mitch and also Fee. Hi Fee, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you, Sean?
I'm great, except that I probably should have started with Mitch so I could have interrupted him. How you doing there, Mitch?
I'm pretty good.
Wonderful. I should let people know that Bowser is still waiting on her food, I think. I think that's the reason we don't have a Bowser tonight. She's still waiting.
That's her friend's brewery, by the way. And that's like gotta be the most patient. Like you gotta be like, no, it's fine, friend. I'm okay. And she's maulding underneath all that niceness front.
Yeah,
or she's drank enough to where she doesn't have it. She's drunk enough to where she's like, I don't care. I'm yelling at someone. Where's my friend?
We are 35 seconds into the show here live at twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live and youtube.com/carpoolgaming. And I've already been told to leave by Millicat. Thank you, Millicat.
Millie, stop. Millie.
Of all the years, I feel great about me. So thank you for that.
Hey, Millie, apologize right now. Be nice to Sean.
It's all good. The show
is
great
to Sean.
with you
Don't
guys.
do that.
I know the spirit in which it's intended, and the show is wonderful with you guys.
But it's also wonderful with you, Sean. Don't leave.
True.
I'm not gonna leave.
I'm
not gonna leave. Don't
that housekeeping lady can, but you're not. All right.
Oh yeah, she can, but she has to.
She has to come in here first.
Come in here. Yes, I was having trouble with what to say about her and arriving. Hi, Mitch.
All right.
All right. Let's start the show like we do each and every damn week with our geek outs. Fee. What do you geek out? I'm just so glad to see you guys. It's just nice. We got to hang out last night. So many sweet hangs. Oh, it's just good stuff.
We actually got to hang out today.
And today. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
A lot lately. Look at us. We're the three best friends that anyone could have.
Definitely don't say that when Bowser's not here, right? Don't make her feel excluded now.
Yep. Just like when I'm on the Nintendo Drive also. three other best friends that I also have. Get me out of here, Fee. What are you geeking out about, for God's sakes?
Okay,
what about that moon you got behind you? You got a couple moons? Or is that your geek out? Can I guess?
It's not my geek out, actually, because
it's my geek out now.
Well, you know what? You can geek out about my moons behind me. I also need new lights. That'll be my next week when I have new lights everywhere. Which, by the way, spoiler, my office is changing. So my background's gonna be different. Because guess what? Someone's joining the office next week. Lucas is going to be in the office. We're sharing this office now. So it's going to be super fun.
How are you going to... Is that going to be like to podcast and stuff? Is that okay for him? Yeah.
Oh, 100%. He knows.
Okay.
Nice. I told him, I'm just like, guess what? I podcast. And he's just like, we've been together long enough. I know you do. And I'm just like, what are you going to do when I podcast? And he's like, be myself. And I'm like, that is very... He's silent, which is hilarious. So yeah. Who knows? Maybe sometime he'll join the podcast. And then, yes, Mitch.
Will he be in the background in frame?
No, not even close.
Okay, I was going to say, because Sean will lose all focus if that's the case. So
I mean, if he's silent, that's all right. It's the French talk.
Oh, so he's not
you guys know this.
So his looks don't do it. It's the voice is what you're telling me.
Look, it's the total package. You know how
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah,
that's why you're here. This is why you're here.
That's not why I'm here, no.
Total package.
This is like a...
Not a mattress fire. What do you mean?
Not at all, bro. Not at all, bro.
Yeah.
Nice. So a new office. New office mate.
That's not even my geek out. I was gonna geek out. You were gonna be like, Fiona, get out of here. So guys, I don't know if you know this. I made a bunch of garlands this year. Like a bunch of paper garlands.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm gonna geek out about this thing. Do you know what this is, guys? It's a paper
Hang on,
cutter.
I need to have a good look at that. We got a,
Ooh.
it's like a.
It's a paper cutter.
Is that what you make poutine on? You chop up your fries on that thing?
How?
I don't know.
Just
How?
a one word. How? How?
Why?
Doesn't make any sense.
How?
Yeah, and guess what? It also goes like this. So you can measure like papers, like longer pieces of papers. You put
Okay.
it in there, and then you do stuff like this, where you just have a shit ton of paper now. And I'm sorry I swore. This has been a long week, guys. So now I just have all
tell
this
me about
paper. All this paper. Just not anything.
Look at all the
that'll
different
make
colors
money.
and the textures and
Yeah.
oh, that's nice.
Did you make all those strips of paper?
Yep.
Did you just get bored and just start slicing?
Yep.
It's a
She's
little
now
fun.
speaking behind a whole like fan of paper. That's for audio listeners. That's why you can barely hear her.
Yeah, enjoy everyone as I speak like this. I'm like Wilson
Oh my
from
god, this
like,
show.
It is noticeable. It's so noticeable.
Yeah, oh yeah, we can barely hear you.
It's
totally
so
muffled.
noticeable. That's crazy.
Perfect. No, I made a bunch of them because I plan on making it longer, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stop here. I did make a smaller one, so there's a bunch of small papers somewhere. But yeah, I'm geeking out about it because I'm not gonna lie, it's fun, Sean. I just
That
sit
is
there
fun.
and you just like put a paper in, and then you cut it, and then you swipe, and then it's so
Oh,
much
we love
fun.
the swipe.
Oh, the swipe.
Kind
I
of
did find
reminds
out
me you
can't
talking
fold.
behind those paper guys. Remember earlier this summer, and I was at an Airbnb, but it was really echoey. So I grabbed the pillows and I shoved them to my face, and I recorded.
That
the
was
podcast.
insane
done
that you
this.
did
Remember
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
do that.
you held it
just
the
do
whole
this.
damn show too. You were just like
I'm so
Yeah.
hot right now.
all
Now
your
we
hot
know.
air, hot breath just
I was
hit your
sweating
face.
out of my eyeballs.
Now all you
Crazy.
need to do get
Some people call that
cardstock
crying.
and just do this, Sean. Just do this.
That's nice. Yeah.
Um,
All right. Cool.
So if we do this, it definitely sounds different, right? Just a
think
little
that-
bit.
I think. Yeah, we'll move on. Mitch, what are you geeking out about, buddy?
Bye, boy.
right. So my geek out has nothing to do with video games or tech or paper
Good.
cutters. Okay. I watched skateboarding history on Monday.
Oh, what?
Chris Jocelyn. Okay. Side note. I love skateboarding to death. All right. I really do. Skateboarding is the best. There's this stair set. It's a famous stair set that's been in tons of skateboard videos. It is called El Toro. It is at a school in California. It is 21 stairs. It is really big. Many, many people have gone to that stair set to try tricks and ruin themselves and hurt themselves a lot. And you know what? Seth knows exactly what I'm talking about because El Toro is literally one of the most famous skate spots on planet Earth. Anyways, Chris Jocelyn, 7 years ago, attempted to do a 360 flip down the stair set. He lands, rolls away for a little bit, and then his skateboard turns and he walks off the board. So some people said, yeah, we'll count that as a land because you landed and rolled away. Some people say, no, we won't count that as a land because your board turned and you walked off your board. The only reason why he walked off his board is because his skateboard truck broke in half from the impact.
That's crazy.
A metal thing broke in half, and that's the reason why he stepped off his board.
crazy.
For 7 years, this man has been told by half the community in the skateboard world, yes, you made that, and the other half have told him, no, you haven't. And on Monday, he went and did the cleanest looking 360 flip I've ever seen in my entire life. It is one of those moves as a street skateboarder that like Tony Hawk did the 900. And like everybody remembers Tony Hawk did the 900. Like that's the trick that he's infamous for. Forever, Chris Jocelyn will be known as that was the best trick I've ever seen in skateboarding history. It was amazing. And I watched it at least 100 times. And every day, I've had random people who literally don't watch skateboarding on a regular basis just randomly tell me, oh my God, Chris Jocelyn tray flipped Del Toro. I'm like, yeah, he did. It's the greatest trick ever.
And you were there? Wait, were you there?
No, I wasn't there.
You witnessed
but
it.
on
Okay.
Monday, they put out, so Thrasher about a month ago put out a photo of him attempting it. And people were already freaking out. Like, did he actually land it?
He's going to do it.
And then literally they put out the clip Monday, and that clip has been seen a million times. And all these old skateboard heads are just showing up out of nowhere and just going, holy shit, did everybody just see that? Because like anybody who knows skateboarding knows that stair set, how difficult that trick is. And it is literally the best skateboarding trick I've ever seen in my life.
Honestly,
Yeah,
if he did a kickflip, I'd be like, that's pretty impressive. I can't do that.
Yeah. And that's a crazy one person in history that's ever kickflipped it. One. That's it. Ever. And this
And
dude
he did a
literally
360?
he did a 360 flip
He did
down
an
it. And
Xbox 360.
it is literally the greatest skateboard trick ever. I will post it in the Discord. It is I've watched it 100 times. And then when he lands, here's where I get all like teary-eyed. He lands and he points right at his chest. He goes, I fucking kickflip or tray flipped El Toro. He keeps pointing at his chest saying he did it, and he gets off, just runs right to his kids and gives them a hug.
Aww.
And I was just like, and he's screaming, "I did it" at the top of his lungs, holding his kids. And I'm like, God damn it. It's like the best thing I've ever seen. It's so good. Dude. It's so good. And yeah, like everybody in the skateboard community is just like, that's the best thing we'll ever see in our lives. So yeah. Yep. Everybody in the chat, just go do that. People have done math and you have to ollie like 15 feet to clear it. Yeah. It is an enormous stair set. There you go. Right there. Don't play the music. It's Ozzy Osbourne. You will get copyright struck.
I'm muting.
Okay, cool. Do that. But literally, that's the greatest trick I've ever seen, down 20 stairs. People have jumped down those stairs. Like, imagine missing. If you don't land like that, you know how much impact you're going to take on your legs? You know how much you're going to fall? And and he just points to his chest. I fucking did it. And he's so stoked. And it's literally the greatest trick I've ever seen. And I've watched that clip over and over and over again all week. Every time I'll like scroll on YouTube and it'll be in a YouTube short and I'll just stop and watch it. I'm just like, it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. So thank you, Locklith, for throwing that clip in there. But yeah, that's my geek out.
I should have gone first. That was pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah. My bad.
What's yours,
Sean, what are you geeking out about?
I don't know if you guys heard the news, but the Lord of the Rings movies are turning 25 years old this year. And so they're coming back into the movie theaters. And I would like to go to those and watch them, probably by myself, but that's okay. I'll enjoy the popcorn like Mitch does here on the podcast every single week. And I will treat myself.
That's not a problem. Are they the extended ones that are 3-ish hours or whatever?
Extended. Yep. They're extended. I will say, because after, like, I remember, okay, let's really geek out about this for a second. Okay. Remember when you first watched Lord of the Rings, you're like, oh my God, they're so long. I've never heard of a movie being this long before. And they're like, hold my coffee, all right? Because we don't drink around these parts. We're driving, all right? They're like, we got extended editions. They're even longer. And you're like, you fell out of your chair. You did the Vince McMahon thing, and they're longer. Mm-hmm. And then you watch them. And then if you go back to watching the theatrical releases, they make no sense. They make no sense. You need those extra scenes. You need the extra scenes for things to like they chop too much out for the theatrical release is what I'm trying to tell you guys. But I'm feeling really alone in this opinion, to be honest with you. Mitch muted himself.
What I'll say is weird because like when they did the Star Wars thing, remember when they added all the extra scenes to Star Wars?
Yeah, they can take those back out. They can.
That's what I'm saying. Like half the community is like, no. That ruins the movie. And then the other half is like, because they just grew up knowing that version of the movie. So they're cool with that. But it's like, I can't imagine somebody, like I've never heard one person say, let's go back to the normal version. Like, it's like, no, the extended version is the only version that exists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why they're bringing those to theaters. And I'm going to go see them. And I'm going to put little, like, maybe, you know, the Reese's mini cups, the little tiny ones. You know these ones? Mm-hmm. You dump that whole bag into your popcorn, you shake it around, and then you just eat your popcorn like normal. And every once in a while, you get a little chocolate peanut butter treat right in your mouth.
But I feel like it would be melted.
It is a little bit melted. Just a little bit melted. Just the perfect amount. But not like, it's not gooey. Okay.
This is when I should tell you I have an aversion to like sticky like things and like getting my fingers messy.
Good, more from me.
Exactly.
Stay out of my popcorn.
He said good.
Anyway,
I just like popcorn.
Shout out to Lord of the Rings. It makes me happy.
Now, Sean.
Lord of the Rings is great.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense to like that the extended versions are better.
Thanks.
They're longer books. It makes sense.
I'm sure they're all great.
Mitch.
Wait, you don't like Lord of the Rings? Wait, have you not seen Lord of the Rings? Is this like when Fee didn't have a dad? What is happening here?
Yeah, I've never seen Lord of the Rings.
You've never seen the Lord of the Rings movies?
No, I haven't.
How?
Here's why.
Are you like dodging it?
No, I'm not dodging it. Here's what I'll say. Like, I'm telling you, and this actually kind of goes back to skateboarding. When skateboarding was happening, I didn't care about anything else at all, ever. So when they were all hyping them up in the theaters and all that stuff, I didn't care about anything else besides skateboarding, okay? Now, I'm not sitting there. I know, I get it. Just up until a year ago, I didn't see any of the Harry Potter movies. And then I did a watch along in my Discord where I watched all of the Harry Potter movies, and they're great, and I'm happy I saw them. I actually had plans to do a Lord of the Rings watch along in my Discord. and I never got a chance to do it.
Okay.
Now, I'm not opposed to doing it. I'd like to, but the 3-hour thing is that's a time commitment. That's a lot for one movie.
Come travel up here with me. You can go to the movies. We can have popcorn together. We'll be popcorn bros.
Popcorn bros, yeah.
Yeah, you can have your own bag. I'll have mine. And then then time doesn't matter because you've already traveled. You've got nothing but time if you come visit. I will warn you, I almost lost my entire face to frostbite today. It's been minus 35 degrees.
Yon32 in the chat says he would freeze to death. You're damn right I would.
I barely survived today, you guys. Today sucked. I'm so glad to be here right now. Oh my gosh.
I'm so happy you are here. Also, I want to clear the air. I've watched the movies.
Hell yeah.
I've watched them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just every day I'm so confused how Mitch and I are friends because
you have nothing in common.
We have nothing in common.
You're right. Nothing in common at all. Again,
like
I'm
your
not
hair's
saying
flipped, you know?
Yeah.
He's got a bald face and hair. It's the opposite.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Thanks for the observation.
This show.
No, here's the thing. I'm not opposed to any of them. I will never say that they suck or anything like that. I haven't seen them. I don't have an opinion, good or bad, about them. I'm not also opposed to watching them either. So, no. But here's the thing. Some people will blanketly, because it's like a certain genre or a certain thing, just say it sucks. And that's not fair. I won't say it sucks.
Agreed.
I'm just uneducated and I don't have a formal opinion. So I will tell you, I played Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, and I skipped every single cutscene because I didn't give a damn what they were saying because I didn't understand half the shit they were saying. So I just skipped every cutscene because that gameplay loop on those two games, great games,
Fair.
Both of them. But yeah, I'll watch them. I'm not opposed to watching them. We can do that one day.
That'd be sweet.
Oh my God.
That would be sweet.
Geek out about that.
Yeah.
All right, good start to the podcast, everyone.
Absolutely.
What happens? Bowser's supposed to do something after this.
Housekeeping.
Oh, who was that? Whose voice was that one?
Yeah. Housekeeping.
Aw, Fee. That's a good one.
That was her. I guess I'll do it. I mean, I guess.
Do it, Mitch!
I just got to pull up the thing because I'm
What?
unprepared. That's fine. Well, usually, I mean, I've been told I do a good job at this, so I guess I'll do the housekeeping.
Doing great so far.
You're
Exactly.
doing
All right,
wonderful.
guys,
Wow.
housekeeping. Gooey's have his own dedicated podcast, which is now live on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Now, a little birdie told me some craziness that happened during a recording that apparently the Gooey's might be wild and it might be more than one episode. Let's just say that. But we do have a podcast feed that's dedicated entirely to just talking about the games that we love. That's it. It could be large gathering, awards format, spoiler cast, whatever we want it to be. You know why? Because we run the damn ship and we can do what we want with that feed.
That's right.
We can put whatever we want on there. It doesn't matter. So first episode is our May check-in, what we recorded during CPG days. Second episode is our September check-in. That's dropping Thursday. Patreons get early access. So again, give us money. You get stuff early and without ads. And if you don't give us money, that's fine. Just listen. This coming Sunday, we're going to be recording our Gooey episode, which is basically all of us, except for two of us that recorded their own version. That's ridiculously long.
It's the perfect length. It's perfect. It's
the perfect length.
It is the perfect length.
But I digress. But we're recording our big end of year Gooeys, and you can join us live. The podcast version will hit the feed on Christmas Day. So you guys will have some awesome content to listen or not doing the show. So
That's right. If you're with family and you don't want to be with family, go step aside, go listen to the podcast. It will be long enough that they may put out a search for you if you just go listen to the podcast. But also, if you got nobody around and you're just kind of like needing some company, we got you. Christmas, holidays can be tough for some people. We want to be there for you guys. So go listen. It'll drop on Christmas Day. We got so much content for you guys. Like, goodness gracious.
True.
I can't wait.
The coolest thing too, along with that, we also have merch. So make sure you guys are there. You guys can check out the Gooey's merch.
Look at that merch. Oh my gosh.
Look at that. Feet.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah, that's a great color shirt, by the way, as well. That's like a great, these are all great shirts right here.
Give me a rack zoom, Mitch. Give me a control mouse roll. There you go. That's perfect. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, closer.
I don't know if I can go closer unless
Enhance.
it's like enhance.
Enhance.
Nope.
Okay, 2 enhanced.
2 enhanced.
2 enhanced.
There you go.
That's nice.
Absolutely. Here's the other one.
Pretty
There
cool
you go.
design, guys.
Oh, if you want it bigger, yeah.
If you want bigger. I also want to point out something. Fee, you're so damn talented. I just want to point that out. You really are. Like, you do so well. Because if y'all asked me to draw any of the graphics we had, we wouldn't be selling merch because no one would buy it. So I just want to point that out. Great job, Fee.
Mitch, me and you should do something, and just like it's just wax crayons.
Oh, dude, it would be so bad.
Actually, that'd be kind of fun. That'd be nice.
Dude, I guarantee you, if we did if you asked me to draw something and then you asked like Lincoln to draw something, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It's the same picture. Yeah. It's the same thing. So
why you got to be so mean to my son?
I'm not being mean to your son. I'm being mean to myself. Your son is very talented. I'm not.
Dude, I'm just kidding.
So make sure you guys go there. There's 2 brand new tees on there. There you go. Absolutely. Mitch, let's reveal Mitch's entire credit card number. F it. Why not? But that's not all. To celebrate the launch of the feed, we're giving away a $50 gift card for a digital gaming storefront of your choice. All you got to do, just mess with the numbers of our reviews. Make sure you guys review it 5 stars, screenshot it, and show us that you entered. Why? Because we want to bribe you for a 5-star review. Why? Because engagement. And guess what?
Right.
Everybody loves a $50 gift card to the storefront of your choice. So make sure you guys go there. Don't get it for the Epic Game Store. That storefront sucks. Ask for Steam.
People might be wondering, why $50? It's definitely not because someone said 15 and the other person heard 50. That's not why. That's not what happened.
Because screw getting clarification. Just go with the higher number, right?
Just go with the higher number. Just like
Absolutely.
Just like our Secret Santa stuff.
That was the best, by the way, because all of us were just like,
it's
all right.
$20, right? Actually, it's 30. Surprise! We're all gonna get even more stuff.
Surprise! All of us got an extra game. Awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Of course. We'll be adding names to a big old wheel, and the wheel will choose a winner on the final episode of the Xbox Drive, which is next Friday. So make sure you guys are here for that.
So hurry
Sean
up.
loves his wheels. Do it!
Do it! What are you waiting for?
Please.
You're running out of time. Don't do, like, you know what? I know there's a lot going on out there. It takes 5 seconds. Just review it. You'll feel better, and you can win $50 USD.
That's like $70 in Canada or something, right?
What
is
if
that the
we
opposite?
50 is great. 50 is a great
$50
number.
is good, man.
I can get you
Especially
a
all these
decent
end of
game.
year sales starting. And
I was just
everything.
about to say, Steam sales are going to hit next week. Man, that could buy like 17 games if you wanted to.
Yep.
I
Just
mean,
buy a
I'm not
couple
gonna-
megabytes of RAM.
I'm not gonna
Yeah, right. Exactly. Megabytes. You're damn right. Exactly. Me and Fee had a conversation about RAM today, and she's not very happy when she saw the prices. By the way, Fee, you don't have to get the crazy expensive stuff. You're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
You're fine. New Patreon supporters, Melissa Lopez joined as a free member, and then Josh _U4, who joined as the exclusive tier. So, Joshua, thank you so much. Recent Patreon content. Sean's Pants episode is live. So make sure you guys go join and listen to that and download that as well as all the other Pants episodes. But Amanda is up next, so make sure you guys get some questions in there for her. Ask her why her GUI episode with Fulia is 90 minutes long. Just ask her.
It's probably too late at this point, so just enjoy it.
Yeah. Ask if she would change anything about that recording. Ask.
Yeah.
She'll say no, but just like ask her. You know what
Just
I mean?
ask 'em.
longer.
Ask him. New episode of We the Gamer Cast featuring Mr. Badbit is currently live, so make sure you guys go check that out as well. Thanks for your guys' support on Extra Life. We got that show revived again. It's awesome.
It is so nice.
We're gonna how many shows of that we're gonna do, and then we're gonna shoot it and put it behind the barn. 6.
We're gonna
Okay,
do
we're
6.
then we're gonna take it behind the barn, shoot it, and then make you guys pay for it next year. Can't wait.
No, it'll just it'll need a rest after that. That's all.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's gonna take a hibernation nap, and then it gets woken up by the smell of money. So make sure you guys do that next year. Don't give me that look.
What is that?
Secret Santa episode is live of Real.
What's that noise? Wait, what is somebody like?
Is that my?
Is that
That's
like
a truck outside of my
chair
house.
or a motorcycle? Like,
I was gonna say, it's not near me.
Are
are
my
you feeling
mic?
all right? Is that your?
No, it's not me.
Okay.
I almost did something else.
I was giving you the out. I was giving you like the no. It's I didn't want people to think that, so I was just giving you the out. You know, Mitch, is that your stomach?
That's not my stomach. That's a truck outside, apparently. That's loud as hell that comes through, right? Great start to the podcast team. Hey, Fulia, this is the best episode. I'm going to point it out right now. I'll say it with my whole chest. This is the best carpool podcast out there. I don't care. Look at us.
Yeah, what do you guys
Comedy
do
at
about
its
it?
finest. Just saying. Sorry.
Facts.
Anyways.
And for the record, we called it the Xbox Drive back when the Xbox was a platform that was a thing.
Yeah. We might be changing the name at the beginning of the year. We actually threw it in ChatGPT. It gave us a great suggestion. We're going to run it by the rest of the hosts.
That's
But
right.
guess what?
That's right.
But guess what? If they don't like it, who cares? We're still the best show we can do.
What we want.
Exactly. Of course, please check out Ryan's newest episode of Pit Stop Retro Gaming, a nearly 2-hour documentary on the history of the Metroid series. If you guys love Metroid, if you guys love Ryan, which everybody does, make sure you guys go check that out. Make sure you guys like the videos, all that stuff. It's wonderful. Current Backtrackers game is Type:/Ride, 21st at 11 a.m. Eastern. No one cares about Pacific time. Current book track. Am I wrong? I've mentioned it and I get yelled at. Don't mention Pacific
Not by
time.
me.
Mention Eastern. By somebody in Eastern time.
I'm not even in Eastern, Mitch.
Current book track Raptors theme, folklore / fairy tale / solstice. I read it right that time. Saturday, December 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys are there for that. Of course, we already mentioned it. Go to carpoolgaming.com so you can check out all the merch that we have there. Of course, you guys can gift that merch. So maybe during the GUIs, when we're discussing all of our favorite games, and it definitely won't take 6 hours to discuss,
It might.
make sure you guys show up there and gift us some merch. Or gift merch to the chat, not us. We can buy
got
our own merch.
Yeah, we're good.
I don't. I mean, I thought there was like a company credit card I could put it on, but I guess not. Like, I guess I got denied. So,
Yeah, we'd spend it all on hotel rooms and couches at Extra Life. We don't.
you know what? That was a better choice. I appreciate
we got
that. That
nothing
makes
left.
sense. Yeah.
I need to get some merch.
Yeah. And of course, if you guys want to give us extra money so the hosts can get our own merch, you can donate on the website. So make sure you guys go there and donate, and then maybe one of us can get a shirt for free or something. So,
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
That's it. Good.
That's
job.
it.
Mitch, way to go. Get that. But that lady's still here.
Leave!
There you go.
Housekeeping.
Oh, she's back.
Leave. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at
sorry.
you. Please leave. There you go. There you
Good
go.
job. We got a lot going on.
It's true.
We'll take it easy in January. Don't you guys worry about it. We'll tone it down.
No, we won't.
Fee, what are you playing these days? You playing some video games? What do you got going on over there?
Sean, I think you know the answer to this. I've been playing Claire Obscure, everybody. Boy, howdy, have I been playing Claire Obscure. I've
Good
played
game.
it every single day, essentially, since we last recorded this episode, this podcast. It has been consuming my life. And honestly, Sean, I think it's solidified its spot for... it's been like I don't know if I want to say it now. Wait,
I
until
know
this
we're about to
weekend.
record our thing, and then we all have
Yeah.
to guess each other's GUIs, and yeah, man.
It's true. I freaking love this game.
Yeah.
Am I still bad at it? You know what? I was doing pretty good this afternoon when I was parrying. I beat a boss that I did not think I was going to be able to. I am not going to spoil it. Jan was there for that. It was intense. Was it a weird place? For sure. Can I talk about any of this? Absolutely not, because I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. At some point, Sean, you and I are just going to have to do a spoiler cast of this
We
game.
might. Well, I think Yarden was asking about a second spoiler cast, because we've done one on the RPG Cave.
Yes.
For those who don't know, we have another podcast, the Carpool Gaming Podcast Network of shows and things.
Yes.
Yeah, Fulia and Garrett sat down and did a spoiler cast, and it's great. But given the Game Awards happened last night as we record this, it's the talk of the town.
It's talk of the
This
town.
Claire Obscure. And yeah, I'd love to talk about it. I'm a little far away from it at this point. I played it back when it came out. So I might need some reminders, but yeah, I mean, I'm renewed and rejuvenated in my geeking out over this game. So I'm happy to hear you talk about it.
Yeah, I think it was also very interesting because even my experience is definitely different than even Jan's. Jan was in my chat today and he mentioned the fact that he had never seen the area that I'm in. Ever.
Oh, wow.
From start to finish, he didn't do some of the side areas. I just decided to go play explore, and I found an area that, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, got kind of topsy-turvy. I was confused. I didn't know what was happening. Did I get terrified? Absolutely. Was it very difficult? Was it very season 8 of Game of Thrones visibility? For sure.
That one I haven't seen. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
Game of
well,
Thrones. I know.
that is fine.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I mean, early seasons, phenomenal. Last season, not great. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it by our Gaudies, but at this point, the stuff I've already seen is absolutely insane. Yeah, I know. I've given up. I'm just joking. No,
I think you're talking about something that I feel like kind of gets lost when we talk about Clair Obscur Expedition 33, which is
sure.
all the extra stuff. Like, I think most people see it as like a pretty linear kind of thing. And for a lot of it, it is, but
For sure.
there's way more exploration to it than I think most people realize or give it credit, for sure.
Absolutely. I have already found like, mind you, I did finish part 2 for updates for people who weren't aware. I finished part 2. I'm now on part 3, and so now it's kind of open. There's essentially an interpretation. You could essentially just go and finish the game, or you could go and explore.
Yeah.
And as someone who played almost 200 hours of Fallout 4 and didn't make it to the actual ending, but I did a whole bunch of side quests, and I still consider that one of my favorite games of all time. I am thoroughly pleased by what I've currently been experiencing. I am learning a lot. So yeah, I think
Aren't you wanting to just like go to the end like that? This is where I struggled, because like the end of the acts, to me, this is how you end acts or chapters or whatever. Like something happens, and that's what's supposed. This was my major thing about Dispatch. It's like the episodes just end, and like I guess they it's just the end, and like the acts for this game. My goodness gracious.
Yeah, I think I would feel the same way, but then there is a particular part where it starts, like, you find out that there's side information. Like, there's information about the characters, if you just beeline it to the end, you're not going to find out about. So that's where I was just like, you know what? I want to experience that, but then I realized I have to maybe level up a little bit because it grows a little squishy.
Not squishy.
I mean, well, that's essentially what, like, I'm not a high enough level, and it gives me error messages that says danger, 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 and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to do something. So yeah,
I feel like that popped up for me like in the side areas for the most part, not necessarily like the story stuff. But are you hitting it with the story stuff too?
The side areas, not the story. Except,
right.
Yeah, it's definitely the side. That I'm getting the error messages.
Yeah, that kind of nudged me back towards the story. I'm like, I wanted to find out what's happening anyway, so I guess I'll just do that. And I mean, there is a point of no return. I can't remember after, I guess it's just New Game Plus that you would do. Yeah.
See, my issue is I'm trying to romance someone, so.
Yeah. Who is
That's
it?
what happens. Boy, was that a struggle. But yes, I think you and I, Sean, or anyone who wants to have a conversation about this game, because I don't want to say anything. So I feel like I'm giving a very like top level, very
It's hard.
Like I don't want to say anything, but it's just like, guys, I've been playing this game, I've been enjoying it, it consumed my life, but I can't tell you anything.
Yeah.
And I hate doing that because I love getting excited about the games that I'm playing, and I like to tell you guys things and get you hyped about them. But my hype right now is I can't tell you anything about it. And that's the hype factor of it, is there's something someone pointed out today, because there was a clip of something that got released because of the Game Awards in Clair Obscur, and someone posted the fact that that was the first time they had ever seen gaming content for Clair Obscur. And I'm like,
how?
That's pretty interesting. Like how is it that like how are you able to avoid this? But then I realized, like, I haven't seen spoilers for this game. Like, I didn't know what happened in part 2. I don't know what happens in part 3.
That's true.
Still as lost as anyone else, and I'm like, wait
That's
a second.
Because even when people play it, they don't understand what's happening.
You know what? That's true. I did in fact cry 7 times when I got through the end of part 2. We had a counter, and it ended.
Not
up
a
at
cry
7.
counter.
It was bad, guys. It was all sorts of things. And
It's
it was
a
just
good
like,
game, man. Like, it's
so
original. It's so beautiful. It's so, like, it makes people fans of the genre. Like, so many people I've heard playing a turn-based game, they're like, no, I'm not a turn-based kind of person. And it's like that action-based, like the parry system, the dodge system. It's a challenge for sure, but like, I love the way they do it. Like, even if all you do is dodge, which is the easier version, like than parrying, it's still welcoming to people, and you can still experience the story. And yeah, visually it's beautiful. You can play it in French, of course, which yeah, pretty good. Damn.
Yes.
Nice.
I've also been playing a game that you got introduced to this week, Sean,
Yeah.
which is Cast and Chill.
Yeah.
Sean's first idle game, everybody. Welcome
Yeah.
into the idle genre.
It's nice.
It's a real nice time.
I only have room for one. This is it. No
and
more
I'm
idle
happy
games.
This was it.
Yep.
Yeah. I would, for context, and a little bit of a spoiler, we did Secret Santa last weekend, and I gifted Cast and Chill to Sean.
So
and
nice.
this feels like it's a redemption from...
Does it? Like, do you feel lifted
Oh, yeah.
back up? Yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
you got me Lethal Enforcers or whatever, and I didn't like it.
Lethal Company.
Lethal Company, I knew that.
I gifted you Lethal Company, and you hated it. And for almost
It's
2
a
years, I didn't get you anything because I'm like, Sean's gonna hate everything I give him. And this has been a redemption arc for me.
Pretty good.
Mitch, what were you gonna say?
It's the second damn time he's called this game Lethal Enforcers, which is a light gun game that was on the Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
It's
No,
Lethal Company.
I purposely call it the wrong name now because I got them mixed up on the GUIs last year. Lethal Company and whatever. What was it? Lockdown Protocol. I
Yes.
didn't know what any of those games were. So, yeah, no, this is a nice. Oh, you know what? I restarted my computer. I had updates and I wanted to make sure that I didn't have any errors for when we were podcasting. So let me go ahead and fire up Cast and Chill right now. It's been accompanying me at work. I work from home for the most part,
Nice.
and I'm on Teams meetings throughout quite most of the day. So it's on idle mode. I just see my little guy with his corgi puppies and eagerly at the front of the boat, and you just kind of watch. It's on idle mode, so it's taking care of everything by itself. And it's just dogs out there, and I see him catching the fish. And then I check in every couple hours. I've got a whole bunch of money because he's been doing nothing but catching fish. This guy doesn't rest. This fisherman on the boat over here. So then I got a whole bunch of money and I unlocked better fishing rods and better lures, better boats, new areas. Like, it's kind of surprisingly deep, which I'm kind of digging, which is nice. And I get to listen to it. It's a nice soundscape. I think this is maybe the most underrated part of it. I don't know if this is a normal thing for idle games, but like just the wilderness sounds and almost a Stardew Valley like kind of soundtrack, I would say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can just have this in a little window off to the side. I'm looking at him right now. He's just, look at that little doggo. I'm gonna hit idle mode, and it's gonna take care of stuff. Just go drive that boat around.
Yeah,
that's nice.
And most importantly, now Fee won't be mad at him. Oh, because of Lethal Company? I've had to accept this. It's fine. We only played it once as a group.
That's still the only time I've ever played it.
One and only time.
Wow.
This is how you guys know whether you gift a game to me or if I get a game for review. I can't not be honest. Like, I'm just gonna.
It's true.
You would know 100% if like I'm not giving you my full honesty on a game.
But
even
at the same
if
time,
Fee pays money for me to play it.
It's true.
at the same time, I wouldn't want you to like fake being happy or whatever. If you weren't thrilled, I would be like, no, like just say it.
Quite chemically impossible for me, Mitch.
Yeah. I feel like if you gifted me a game, Sean, and I didn't like it, I would be like overly nice about it. And you would be able to tell. I'd be like, wow, this is a really great game. I'm going to head out now.
You can tell. No, I would hate
have
that.
a good day.
No,
and
I would
then
hate
I'm
that
just
so
like,
much.
and then whenever you ask me if I want to play the game, I'm like, oh, I'm actually busy right now.
Yeah. Isn't that worse? That's is
so
that
much
better
worse.
than
No,
me to
that's
tell
so
you
much
I don't
worse.
like it?
No. At this
That's
point,
so much
Sean,
worse.
because of the Lethal Company incident, if you gifted me a game I didn't like, I'd be
Incident.
like, Sean, this is not good. This
Shit
is my
sucks.
Lethal Company.
This is my Lethal Company.
There you go. Can we not? We can just all be
Exactly.
honest with you. We're all grown-ups.
It's true.
Huh?
Yeah.
I will say it wasn't this game was not very chill for me when I was playing it on stream this week. Did I get a little bit spicy when I was trying to catch some fish? Absolutely, I did. And by that, I mean I was swearing a lot, guys.
Oh, okay.
What did you think I meant?
I have no idea what you meant. That's why I was confused looking.
Well, okay, that's fair.
I know what you meant.
Okay.
Well, why were you mad though? Were you like
it was a
were
really
the-
difficult fish, Sean.
Yeah, the fish was getting away on you.
It was a 94-pound Atlantic
94
salmon.
pounds. Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
94 pounds.
94 pounds.
You caught a
took me-
tuna?
No, it was an Atlantic salmon, and boy howdy,
I'm
was
sorry,
it
they don't
stressful.
get that big. Atlantic salmon.
I'll take screenshots.
This is a fishing tale if I ever heard of one. Like, it was this big.
You're a goddamn liar. It was never that big. You're a
It
liar.
made my ship like rock. My ship was going like all over the place.
94
and it was, like,
pounds. Hang on a second. What are you even talking about?
I don't know.
How? Wait, Atlantic salmon? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
How are you in the Atlantic?
I don't know.
How are you? Aren't we in like lakes and rivers and creeks and ponds?
She just
and
kept
stuff?
paddling and ended up in the ocean. Don't judge her.
No kidding. You're in the.
She's in the middle of the ocean with a paddle boat. Like, how the hell did I get here?
Seth in the chat says, dude, they can absolutely get that big. That's crazy.
You know, my favorite thing is like the Canadian on the show. The Canadian dude's like, nuh-uh, that's a lie. If you ask me, I wouldn't know a damn. I'd be like, sure, whatever. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Look,
fish don't even exist around me. I don't even have water.
Yeah.
94 pounds is
94 pound Atlantic salmon.
Man, just getting its protein, hey?
Yeah, it was making
Yep.
like my ship
Just
literally
bulking.
like half dunked into the water. It was like going in like I
You
couldn't
need a bigger boat.
I needed a bigger boat. My dog is just chilling, doing its own thing. I have a golden Labrador on my ship, like, and was losing my mind. And I'm like, Kay, this is taking forever because Kay, my owl companion, on my stream. That's a whole thing. It's so I was just like yelling, and there was a lot of swear words coming, and then all of a sudden it was just like I finally caught it, and I'm like, wow, this took forever. So I didn't feel super chill about it, but I was definitely casting. Fulia says, Kay is an owl. That's true.
I Googled it. Google AI overview. While Atlantic salmon typically average 7 to 12 pounds, they have been recorded at weights at over 94 pounds, with the largest known specimen reaching 109 pounds. Is crazy.
Boom.
What a range. 7 to 12 or 109.
That's that one. That's that one old head that's just been in the ocean forever.
I just don't even think that's the same animal anymore. It has evolved. That's a Pokemon.
It was definitely right next to the island where Godzilla got turned into Godzilla.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
That's where it was. Yeah.
It was deep sea. I did see a lighthouse in the background. It's like salty, like shores or something. I don't remember the exact name of it, but yeah.
It sounds like a Fortnite POI.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, it was
Salty Shores. That's definitely a Fortnite POI.
Dude, at my work, the closest like bathroom is a public one. It's publicly used in the hospital, and everything is always wet. It's made out of like that old 80s bricks, and everything's always wet. So we wanted to call it a Fortnite location, so it became Slippy Bricks. I thought that was fitting.
That is absolutely already. Somebody made that in the Fortnite custom creator.
Slippy Bricks. Yeah.
Slippy Bricks.
I just caught a common carp, 57 centimeters, 5.8 kilograms. That's it's about 12, 13 pounds, something like that.
All right.
lovely game, beautiful game. Would recommend.
It's a beautiful game. Yeah.
When it comes out to the Switch, go and get it.
Yeah. Or get it now on Steam.
Yeah.
I appreciate the gift.
You're welcome.
I'm enjoying it as we speak.
Love that.
I think we might have to start a competition, like our biggest
The
catch
fishing club.
competition.
Well, I'm already beating you at Atlantic salmon, so
Damn.
I got to check my records. Okay, I don't know what this guy's been up to, but also I didn't know you could go to the ocean. So yeah, you're probably beating me.
because I unlocked a bunch of places.
Sean's gonna come back next week. I fought a great white shark. Yeah. Where'd you get that? Your boat? He's like, yup. Couple 100 pounds. Beat that fee.
I dove into the ocean with a knife in my mouth, and I just went after it.
Yeah. Instead of book crafters, it's going to be now a new fishing gathering together. Like you guys are going to gather together on a different Sunday to talk fishing.
Yeah, we have to get fishing hats. And we have to play.
100%.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, we also need to play a fishing game, Sean. I feel like this is a really like a competitive fishing game. And Mitch
Yeah,
has to
let's
join
make
us.
this a sweaty fishing game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love how Sean's just so full of joy. That sounds fun.
That
Like he's
sounds nice.
he's on Amazon right now looking at it to get it tomorrow. It's so good.
Oh, my dad has lots. I'm sure my dad and my brother, they're in the city. They can lend me their fishing gear. Then I'll look way out of place. Oh, I love it. This is fun. That's nice. Yeah, you hit me up the other day. You're like, should we play this together? And I'm like, wait, it has co-op? Like, can you imagine?
I wish.
Give us multiplayer mode.
Are there mods? Are there mods?
Maybe.
For that?
Maybe.
It's a PC game. There could be mods.
Mitch, You're that type of person. Go find them for us.
Sure, I'll
please.
look for you. Yeah, I'll start looking on Thunder
Just
Mod.
Googles
Yeah,
it like anybody else would.
Yeah, but
100%,
we need someone
I
to
know,
do
like,
it.
but you got to be a special kind of person for that.
of course. That's what they pay me the big bucks for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish he would
man.
do that. He did that earlier when he was talking to me about RAM, because then I proceeded to look up RAM and then I almost had a heart attack on
I know,
stream.
it's crazy out there.
Why is it $1,000, Sean?
It's-
Why?
Because the Terminators are coming.
I need RAM.
He's not wrong. You don't need $1,000 RAM. I promise you. I looked
Yeah,
up RAM.
that's for sure.
It's not $1,000. The RAM for your computer is not that expensive. I'll show you later. Also, Lucas was going to look at your stuff anyway, so
I know, but it looks pretty.
I know.
fair enough. Yeah.
I have pretty RAM.
I have pretty RAM.
Yeah, I do.
I don't. My RAM
I
is
do.
basic as
Mine's
hell.
all.
I wish I didn't. That was a
I have
regret.
RGB.
Really?
Next PC build will not be RGB. There's no doubt.
Why?
Literally with mine under my desk, I don't care what the lights are. I would rather just shut them off. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like,
Mine's under my desk. It's so cool. I look down and I'm like, oh, it's purple.
I
I'd
should
rather
have known. And Mitch knows this about me maybe better than anybody else. I don't want complications. And so to get the most out of RGB, you got to like set things up. You got to run all these different, you got to like,
Yeah, that
first of all, the
sounds-
install was awful. It ruined my whole build experience. I'm like, you got all these different, the fans have their power and
pins,
their like, oh, it's
controllers.
too much. It's too much. Yeah, exactly. I've got all these little panels in the back. Oh, it's terrible. I wouldn't do it again. Wouldn't do it
Yeah.
again. So now it's just on default mode. Like I don't even know what, it's like bluish green. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Fee, you should come. I need a Fee and I need a Ribo. Or Mitch can come on up. I need like a visual design kind of person. I need you to help me like with color theory and selection. But then I
perfect.
also need somebody to help me with like what programs to run and how to get them all synced up and whatever else.
Oh, I can do the color theory, and Mitch can do, or Ribo can do the other stuff,
would be
the
nice.
tech stuff.
I don't have a
Yes.
passport. I'm a felon. So
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Ribo it is.
Yes, Ribo.
yeah, for that one at least. Yeah.
Tried and true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Playing anything else?
No.
Cool. What about you,
Yeah,
Mitch?
what have you been playing?
I've been playing a couple different things. Have I played Apex? Yeah.
Sweet.
Of course, I've been playing Apex.
Surprise.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I have to be honest, like Bowser's the one who's already like playing it, and she was ahead of me in the battle pass, and that kind of discouraged me. I was like, wow, like she obviously been playing it
Wow,
more than I have.
She ruined Apex, man.
Yeah, she did 100%. No,
Holy crap.
I feel bad because like I was so busy doing a lot of content stuff, editing stuff that I just haven't played. So now this weekend I have to grind to get the battle pass done, but still playing Apex, still having fun with that. They announced a new holiday event, which is cool and not cool. They have a new holiday event that they took Olympus, which is the map that's in the sky floating. Remember Bowser was talking about that, how she didn't like that the sky was floating, the city was floating, how you have fall, death, damage, that stuff. They put it all in a big snow globe now. So they holidayed it and they made it all Christmassy and look all nice.
Aw.
So it's a new event that's happening on Tuesday. The only thing that sucks about the event is there are no new holiday skins. Every year they've been adding Christmas skins for all the different, legends, and they're all really cool. And this year they just said, nah, we're not going to do
Aw.
it. So all they did is essentially just let everybody else. Oh man, here we go.
Oh, she better answer for this.
Hi, Bowser.
Bowser, you're
Can't hear
muted, but
you.
I've just heard that you have ruined
Wow.
Apex for Mitch. Nice going.
You're welcome.
Oh, Bowser's making an entrance like V did last week. This is rad.
We gotta keep it up, right?
Yeah, 100%. No. So here's what I'll say. Bowser didn't ruin Apex. It's just, I feel like, man, she literally is like way ahead of me in the battle pass. And typically none of my other friends are. Now I'm not mad because she's having a fantastic time. Yes, V.
Hi, Mitch. Thank you so much for
Mm-hmm.
answering my hand. I was just gonna say maybe you should get good.
That's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment. To which I will say, go to hell. I just haven't been playing. How about that? Is that a fair assessment back?
I don't know. I don't think it would be a fair assessment there, Mitch. But you know what? You do, you, my friend.
Anyway, no, I played a couple of games of Apex with Bowser. I'm trying to think of what else I played. Did I actually play Battlefield on Saturday? I don't even remember. What did I play on Saturday? No, I just played Apex all day Saturday. Sunday, though, however, I did play another game. to which I will show you guys right now. And I want to shout out to our Secret Santa that happened. And I want to thank Locklith for buying me games that I knew for sure would purposefully piss me off, because those are the games I put on my wish list, guys. I put games on there that were cheap enough to basically irritate me very much on stream, because I know everybody loves to see me all sorts of mad. So I played a game called Getting Over It, and it is very rage-inducing. And here's what I'll say. It's simply rage-inducing because the controls are very, basically use your mouse. You gotta like move this little guy around and this little like thing. Now, what
Dude,
I will
I thought
say,
it was you. I thought it was you in the little...
yeah, it's 100% me. Yeah, it's not off. Great upper body. I won't say I have a great upper body. That's a lie. Balding head, but he has a better hairline than I do. Not by much, but he does. I'm just saying. But anyways, yeah. So I'm stuck here, and you can see I'm getting pissed off. But anyways, this game is definitely it's just one of those games that has a certain control scheme that you really have to get used to. I kept messing with the mouse sensitivity because it's very finicky. Like, it can be very quick. It can be very slow. But overall, this is definitely one of those games where it's just like Only Up, if everybody played that, where if you goof and you fall, which you're about to see me do right here, where I have like a whole moment where I'm like, please stop, don't move. And then I fall really far. And I just stare at the screen for a little bit, and I just put my head down because I'm so sad. And then the best part is somebody redeemed a channel point of mine, which plays an Elden Ring quote, and the Elden Ring quote happened to say, "You suck." So,
Damn.
Thanks everybody.
Hey, I like the blue that you have under you. Like it's different. Yeah, your design, your stream design.
Thank you.
I like that. It's very nice.
Thank you. I am trying to change up my stream stuff to where it looks a little bit different, because I feel that green has been there for literally 3 years, and I don't want to be stagnant when it comes to streaming. I want to change things up.
It's a good color.
Thank you. I like literally made that.
I noticed.
Like, that was the first stream, I think, or second stream I had it on. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But anyways, that game is very frustrating, but I knew it would be frustrating. Like, that is the reason I wanted that game, is because me getting mad is content. So yeah, I did that. I would like to go back and play it again. Once I get the control scheme down, I think I'll be better of understanding how like to actually navigate the game. It sucks because I feel like you get on a good roll with the game. Like, you start like feeling like in the groove I'm like, okay, I'm moving up. And then one mistake and you're back, a far away. But I have another game too, Baby Steps. I think that's the name of it. Probably going to play that tomorrow for a little bit and see how pissed off I get with that game, because that'll be fun too. Yeah, that's mostly what I played. Do appreciate Locklist for getting me those games as content. Apparently, Fee and Sean are cold. Yeah, apparently everybody's cold.
Actually, mostly I'm in pain. This is because I'm old. I'm old.
Oh,
yeah, he's old.
Yeah, I got muscle pain.
I just wanted to like
fit in.
Yeah.
That was
when it
comes.
I won't tell you what temperature it is here, but I will say, coming up the driveway, the snow on the ground was like diamond sparkly.
That's cool.
Nice.
That means it's
Why
cold.
won't you tell us the temperature?
I mean, it's 14 Fahrenheit, so whatever that means.
That's cold.
It's cold.
That's
pretty
cold.
cold.
It takes a while for that stuff to get like diamond sparkly. You know
I
what
like
I mean?
that.
Like, you know,
I know what you mean.
Snow
I've seen
people
that
know.
snow.
it's cold.
It's 66 degrees Fahrenheit right now outside.
Nice.
It is glorious. It feels wonderful.
Here it is. Weather drive. We made it.
Yep, there's your weather drive. I just want to point out.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You guys brought it up with being. I mean, you were just fixing yourself from being old. Fee's cold, so.
I
No,
went
I'm
for a
not even
massage
cold.
today.
You're not
and
even
it didn't-
cold?
It
Okay.
didn't bring relief. It did not bring relief.
no.
Damn.
Oh.
I know. It even went longer too, and couldn't get it. It was still just all knotted up there.
Did you say anything?
Oh, dude, like it's a project with us. Shout out to
is it?
Kevin. He's my dude. Kevin's
All
my
right.
dude. But we couldn't quite get it today.
Should
so,
have Kevin.
Yeah, shout out Kevin.
Wait, Kevin
You just
got
gave
a
Kevin
job?
a free plug. Give him some free massages. There you go.
Shout out to Kevin. Yeah.
Shout out to Kevin.
It has warmed up since I was outside. It's only minus 25 now. It has warmed
Nice.
up.
Minus 25. Hold on. Fahrenheit or Celsius?
I think they become the same at a certain point. The scales, I'm not joking.
At a
I
certain
think
point,
they do
it's just
convert
cold
or
as
something.
hell.
Yeah.
It's just so goddamn cold outside. Yeah,
they're
that
just
makes
like,
sense.
what's the difference? Just make them the
they,
same.
they just throw their hands up. They're like, you figure it
Let's
out.
see.
It's cold.
In
Lord.
Fahrenheit, minus 25 is minus 13 Fahrenheit. It's minus 13.
Wow.
So not quite there.
Wows.
Yeah, that's cold.
Anyway,
yeah, that's all I've been playing though.
That's cool.
Yeah. Should we get Bowser here to talk about a
100%.
geek out first? So
No.
and then F it.
I missed
Bowser,
it.
what you been playing?
Thanks to Mitch, I've been playing Cat Bait on Steam. That's going to be a cat-like, vampire survivor-like game. We love that, right?
It fit perfect. Like it was Vampire Survivors and cat.
Perfect. Yep. Perfect. Sean's dying. I love it. What else did I play? Oh, I played a new game that just hit Game Pass this week, and it is called A Game About Digging a Hole. Because apparently it's Canadian. I don't know. That's the best title I've heard.
what else
Very
were you gonna do?
similar to the game Keep Digging that Mitch Locklith and I played on Steam. You just get out there in the yard and you're digging a hole and you're finding ores and selling them and upgrading your tools and doing the stuff. So I did make it to the bottom and completed the dig, and now I'm in like achievement mode. So we'll see how far I stick with it, how many achievements I feel like I need. What else I play? Played some Apex. Dude, I had a match in Apex, and it was like a fever dream. We landed. I was not the jump master. Somebody else jumped. Like, as soon as we were able to jump, they jumped, landed in the place called Hydroponics. I was like, I've never been here before, whatever. Grabbed a couple guns out of the chest. I was like, all right, cool. There's probably nobody here, because this isn't like a hot drop. There were teams that were just like complete scrubs. Like, they couldn't... I don't even know if they were shooting their guns, because they sure as hell weren't hitting me.
Stormtroopers.
I mopped them up. Just repeatedly, and they just kept landing in the same spots. And I just kept shooting them. Anyways, I started blasting. I had 23 kills and over 6,000 damage in that match. It was
6,000?
insane. Like, I was over a 4K before like the second ring closed. I'm like, are you
Look at
kidding me?
Mitch. So proud.
I couldn't even say
So
anything to
proud.
Green Jeans. Like, I didn't want to jinx it. I was like, this can't be real, right? Like, I'm dreaming all of this. It was real.
And then you
So,
woke up.
Yeah, got that 20 kill badge, and of course it was the first match playing with a new legend I had just unlocked, so I didn't even like use their abilities. I didn't do anything. I was just shooting people, and now I'm like, all right, well, I'm done with you.
Yep.
Like, throw that toy back in the box. I'm
Mhm.
done.
I don't
Who are
want
you
to play
playing
with you
Who-
anymore.
What character? What hero? Whatever.
That was Rampart.
Are you not always the same character?
No,
Am I saying the right word?
I
Is
tried.
it-
Yeah,
You are.
yeah.
Okay.
I tried different legends. Well,
It-
because like you have to unlock them. You have to earn enough currency to unlock new legends. I literally just unlocked that one. I was like, oh, I'm gonna play this one and figure out their skills and do all this stuff. And I loaded into this match, and it was just chaos.
She was
just kept
John Wick.
blasting
Just
people.
kept
Yeah,
shooting everybody. Yeah.
I want to watch those movies.
it was
I-
insane.
I have to say my favorite thing about Bowser playing Apex is times where she has great games without me, and she immediately, Mitch, it's almost like a child. It's like, look what I did.
Look
And
what I
like they
did,
come
Dad.
show me the screenshot of her
Aw.
just slaying people, and I'm like, that's what's up. Let's go.
Yep.
So yeah, it's cool. It's cool seeing
That's
Bowser do that.
nice.
And then
That-
I just
that's
think about
that one
if I-
person to like understand what I just did.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly. And the worst thing is like if I started a new character and I joined her lobbies, oh my God. Because the problem is as soon as I get in her games, she can tell you. As soon as I get in the games, those lobbies that she was in getting
not
those
getting no
kills,
4Ks.
that ain't happening. That ain't happening. And I'm not trying to say, oh my God, I'm so much better. It's just my account level is like
Yeah, it's
1,300.
5,000 hours.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Right.
So like, yeah, that's the only problem. And like, also too, I will say, I have been very nice as well in not dragging Bowser into PC lobbies because that's another level of hell that isn't too fun. It's just harder because the movement tech is so different. But no, like that's the cool part though, is we still have fun when we're playing. And then like when she gets all excited when she plays and gets her games and does awesome, I'm just like, that's what's up. I'm glad she's having
But
fun.
Mitch's lobbies make me a better player. Because
Yeah.
I get smoked, and I'm like, all right, well, I gotta play better, or this is gonna be no fun.
the best way to get, and I buzz it every time anybody asks, how do I get better at it? Just go play and get reps. Go fight everything. Go jump in the middle of every single fight you can. Because the only way you're going to get better is having yourself in situations where things happen. And you got to figure out what to do to get better. People are like scared and timid to get into fights. No, especially in game modes like that, where you just respawn over and over. Drop hot, find everybody and just go for every single fight. And who cares if you die, you'll come back. That's the problem when there was no wildcard mode, Bowser, is like, you die once and it's a BR and that's it.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
like,
you could play gun run or whatever.
But I'm talking about even before then. Like, yeah, like games, but when that game first launched, it had trios, BR. That's it. There was not even duos, BR, nothing. And yeah, like I said, like, to get better at the game, Bowser's doing the right thing. She's just getting in fights. And I'm like, Bowser, we're dropping hot because I'm going for my challenges. I'm like, I'm basically dragging her into deep waters. I'm like, you're coming with me. Let's go figure it out. And there's games where she still holds her own and we get to laugh at the third that sucks. So that's always fun.
Every once in a while it happens.
Yep, exactly. Only occasionally I point out how low damage somebody has, and then Bowser goes, "That's me," and I'm like,
"Oh."
It happened like twice. She goes, "That's me."
Or
I'm
like he's complained
shit.
about her third. I'm like, yeah, they did better than me.
And I'm like, I don't care. I don't know them. They suck. That's what I do. So yeah, no. Bowser's loving Apex.
Yep.
What can I say?
Most of it. That's what I've been playing.
That's it.
That's it.
Mitch, did you finish?
Yeah. Apex and getting over it. That's literally all I've been playing. Yeah.
As for me, I'm playing Fortnite, you guys.
What?
It works on my computer. It doesn't get stuck on the loading screen anymore. And look, Xbox content. Because of Game Pass Ultimate, I've got this Fortnite crew thing that Ryan explained to me on the Nintendo Drive this week because I didn't understand what it was or what it did. But, you know, long story short, I have a new character to play with. Finally, new skin. I've been Alan Wake forever because I guess I got that for free when I bought Alan Wake 2 on the Epic Store on PC. So I guess that's how that happened. And I've been, every time I played Fortnite for the last couple of years, it's been that stupid character. Just plain old Alan Wake. What a boring. Wow. Anyway, so now it's the bride from Kill Bill. And that is Uma Thurman from Kill Bill in the yellow. Pretty good.
Nice.
So I've been playing with Amanda a little bit. I don't know that I have any like real crazy story. There's no 6,000 damage from me, but every once in a while I have a decent match. I play with Amanda and Rybo and a few people in Amanda's Discord. It's been kind of nice just to play a round or two there. So I can maybe... Why don't I play Apex? Why am I not playing Apex?
I'm still wondering.
I will say the wildcard mode, if wildcard didn't exist, Bowser wouldn't be playing it. Correct. And that's facts. I'm just saying.
Is it on Steam? Do I just do Steam? Apex
yeah,
Legends?
100%. Yeah, it's on Steam.
Can I do it now?
It's for freezies.
Sure. It is for freezies.
Why don't we do Halo? Why don't we play Halo Infinite?
Because we could. I'm down to play it. I would like to. I haven't played that on my PC yet. I just thought about that.
I don't think I have either.
PC. Maybe me and Sean will get on some Halo here in a minute. I'll download that.
We're gonna download Apex.
We're playing Halo.
Yeah.
I am. That would be great, actually.
Sean has played Apex with me like twice, by the way. He has played with me before.
I know. I'm nervous about the different characters, like the different.
Well, you only have a limited selection.
Because I'm ruining my connection.
To start, like you can't pick from all of them. So
right.
I know, but you guys all like know who's coming at you and stuff.
I didn't
and,
though.
You know...
Like I did. I still don't. I still don't know like the different people's abilities.
Okay.
Like if
no,
I haven't
real talk. Bowser's
still. I don't know them.
Bowser, I can tell Bowser doesn't know all of them still because Bowser will walk into situations that she absolutely should not. I'm like, I don't know why you're
like,
walking
hey,
into
everybody.
that. Yeah, she's like, hey, what's going on, partner? And then like every ultimate is hitting her at once, and I'm like, yeah. So
we could just
like I said.
Well, maybe we'll spin a wheel and figure out what free multiplayer game we'll play after this.
What Apex Legend you're gonna be?
That's true.
Yeah.
Or Fortnite or Halo.
Guys, I'm down to play all these multiplayer games because I literally Fortnite, Halo, Apex, all of the above. They're all rad. For real.
Sounds nice. Yeah.
That sounds wonderful.
No. Do you know what Sean should do? And I'm trying, this is me trying to campaign for it, is a Baldur's Gate 3 specific playthrough because that is a requirement.
Yeah.
because it's fantastic.
If I were to choose, I think that would be very, very high up on the list. Of course, I can't make my own decisions, so that's impossible. The thing is, starting January 1, or as soon as we possibly can in January, we've got to talk about the games of our next year, the Goonies, because people might remember at Extra Life, you all unlocked me, Fee, and Ryan. The first 3 games that we will play in 2026 will be determined by a wheel. Baldur's Gate 3 is on that wheel, and it will count as 3 games. That's how we're making this work.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to put Baldur's Gate 3 on my wheel. And I've already
Bowser,
played
you saying
game.
it's one? Is that what you're
One game.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's such a long game, though.
Yeah, no, it's
I
got to
mean,
be.
you
It's got to
picked
be
what
all
went
3.
on the wheel, so just saying.
Well, good thing it's
Maybe
my
it shouldn't be
wheel.
on the wheel.
Maybe it's my wheel.
Boom.
Get your own wheel.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
Bowser. Get your own
I don't
wheel.
need a wheel. I just play video games.
Anyway, I am trying to think of ways to monetize having the community add multiple entries of games in there. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. We'll figure something out. Maybe there's an Extra Life donation or something like that we could do. That might
you
be
go.
fun. Yeah.
Cute.
What if you did one stream where you specifically said donations towards next year's Extra Life, right? Because you can donate Extra Life
Right.
all year long. Mm-hmm. Definitely just say this stream, your donations will either add or remove games to my list.
Yeah.
'Cause
That'd
again-
be fun.
Oh my God, dude.
Yep.
But it's got to be an event. Like we have to like hype it up for an entire month that
It needs a
everybody
banner.
knows.
We need a banner.
It needs a banner, fee. It needs a shirt, fee. It needs like it
No, I
needs
mean
alerts,
like a physical
fee.
banner. I'll order one, or I'll get
Oh,
one
okay.
from like behind me, like a banner, like a mission
Oh,
accomplished
okay.
banner.
But I have to
You know what I'm
design it?
saying, Mitch?
Oh, I thought you were just gonna make fee make a bunch of digital art again. That'd be great.
No, like we need streamers and party supplies.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
And then when somebody like deletes a game, one of your kids just shows up, pops a popper, and goes "Hooray!" and walks away.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Should I talk about my games?
I thought you were. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm still talking about Okay, Fortnite is the thing. What else am I playing? Yeah, Cast and Chill we talked about. I played a little bit of Returnal just this morning with Gizmodo,
yeah.
actually. This is a new wrinkle into the mix. Returnal was part of the Goonies, the Gooies, part of my Gooey Crunch. And I played a little Returnal. Then Donkey Kong happened, and I beat Donkey Kong earlier this week. I talked about that on the Nintendo Drive, of course. So this morning, I actually had a late start to the stream because I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I've been waking up just not even having to think about it, just playing Donkey Kong. Like, do I play some of the post-credit stuff or whatever? And eventually, we landed on Returnal. Of course, we spun a wheel. It was a great wheel. It was a wonderful wheel time. Played Returnal, and Gizmodo joined in. And I got to play for the very first time. Got to play some co-op. And I'll tell you what. That's kind of a game changer.
Kind of wild.
Just playing
isn't
with
it?
friends. Yeah, that game. I'm really going to struggle with the GUIs this year, the games of our year. I'm really struggling, you guys. Like, I think I know what my number one is. I'm pretty sure that's settled. But slots 2 through 9 could be anything. Might have to do a wheel to select
Could
my own
literally
GUIs.
be anything.
I know. It might just be like number 2 and then letter B and then I, kind of thing. Like they're all the same. So Returnal, really good. Still runs great on the computer, and I got to play multiplayer with Gizmodo. So shout out to that. I think we'll be doing that once again. Man, that might be like preemptively. I'd like that to be more of like a 2026 gaming resolution kind of deal. Like I do want to play with people more. I would like to do that. That sounds fun. I know, Bowser. I know. Does that sound good to you?
I'm always ready.
I also want to play, if not multiplayer with people, I also want to like play the same game at the same time as somebody else so that we can talk about it together. Like I want to do that as best
Like the
as possible.
backtrackers.
Yeah, like the backtrackers, like a book club kind of deal. Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes I do.
Baldur's Gate 3. I'm just saying.
Or Baldur's Gate 3.
We could literally just play that game. We could multiplayer that game, Sean.
That sounds good too. Mm-hmm. All right.
Guys, I just really want to play that game.
Sean, what's your interest in Resident Evil 9?
Ooh.
I'll be on that.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I'll be on Resi.
I was not planning on day oneing it, but
I will say if you got other stuff to play, it's cool. But I'm just saying that will be a game I'm playing. But I also know Ryan will be playing it too.
All right. So between Bowser and the chat here, you guys, I put this out there. Yeah, I know there's things that have existed in the past where we could have played games together. I'm aware. But instead of maybe throwing that back into my face when I bring it up, maybe go like, yeah, that sounds great. We can do that. That sounds wonderful. Yeah,
Would
that
you like
sounds
to play
awesome. Did you say Peak?
Yeah.
Why you gotta do that?
Or Diablo. We could get back to
Diablo. There you go.
Diablo
Is it like a Canadian thing?
Apex,
like what's
right here?
What if all of us played Fortnite after the show? We could do that.
We could do that.
Tonight?
Sounds
oh,
great.
I'm sorry. You know what? Hold on. I apologize. I invited Fee to something. She's going to say she's busy and then go play a different game. It's fine. I'll stop.
To go play Fortnite with other people.
Oh, the passive aggressive.
Oh, you remember
She's
that
looking
when
like-
we
look-
invited her
look-
to play Peak that time? No. We remember that, right? Check this out. It's almost like, right? I was like, hey, we're going to play Peak. Would you like to play? And she goes, oh, no, I have a friend that's been out of town for 900 years. I'm going to go hang out with them. I'm like, that's fantastic. And then guess what? My heart breaks in two when I look at Discord and I see it says she's playing Fortnite.
That is
I
heartbreaking.
was waiting for her to finish making
Cricketing.
stuff on her cricket. Yes, a cricket. Have you Googled that, Mitch?
I
in the
have one.
past
Thank
week?
you very much. I know what it is.
Then why'd you ask what it was?
This isn't what the holiday spirit is about.
Yeah, neither is lying to your friend, Sean.
Oh no,
I didn't lie.
I don't want this.
I did
Okay,
not
so
lie.
anyway, by next week I might be able to tell you guys a little bit more about Wonderstop and why I'm
Going
playing
back
it.
to
But
the brewery.
that's
I'm going
okay.
to the brewery.
Okay, that's it.
I'm going back to drink.
Returnal, Wonderstop, and Cast and Chill. That's it.
Nice.
Are we still friends? Okay.
Maybe.
I'm questioning it.
Bowser, do you have the doc loaded for questions, or do we go to questions now? Are there Game Pass games? What do you want to do now? Whatever
Well, we
you
got
want to
questions.
do.
We
Please
got
don't quit.
questions. Sure. Where do we want to start? Okay, let's go to Gizmodo says, I'm sure it will be covered, but I specifically want to hear Bowser and Mitch's thoughts on High Guard. Mitch is dying, possibly choking on popcorn and or whatever.
Seth's comment set me off. Mitch calling out for lying to friends is crazy. He's
Yeah,
very true. I'm
I
a
mean,
hypocrite as hell. I'm so sorry, Fee.
That's pretty
I'll
bad.
apologize right now. I lied to Sean for 6 months about not going to Extra Life. I apologize. Sincerely.
I don't accept your apology, Mitch.
That's fine.
Oh snap, guys! We need to be united against the other podcast. I thought we were the best one.
We are the best one.
We are.
Yeah, this
It's
is what
for all
makes
this
content,
drama.
Sean. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why are you ruining the clip? God damn it. My thoughts on High Guard. Is that what the question?
So, yeah, if anyone listening doesn't know, High Guard is made by some former Titanfall 2 and Apex developers. Not Respawn, but they have a new studio, and they've created a new shooter. I'm going to use the term shooter kind of loosely. There seems to be a fair bit of melee, and we're riding on animals and such. Like, it's something.
Yeah, it's something. Here's what I'll say. Them saying Titanfall and Apex, I kind of feel the same way when it comes to the shooting aspect, right? The actual mechanics of shooting. Because Apex, I personally love the style of Apex's shooting and the gunplay of it. I think it's great, right? Same thing with Titanfall. Titanfall's gunplay is phenomenal. So if that's the gunplay, then I'm cool with that, right? When I watched the trailer, it gave me Marvel Rival vibes hardcore. Because I felt like each character had like abilities that were like third person abilities. Like one looked like they were basically Hulk, just jumping around, just like meleeing like crazy. Another one had the hella like spikes throwing down and all that stuff. So it definitely gave me those vibes of like, essentially it looked like Marvel Rivals, but instead of melee being your main thing, it's just shooting. Visually looks fantastic. Like it looks great. But also too, I'm not sure exactly what type of shooter this is. It reminds me of like, again, a Marvel Rivals where it's like objective, like let's storm the objective, capture a point, and then it goes to the next thing. Very Overwatch-ish in that way, right? Whereas it looks like, we have to storm this area and then we have to get this sword from a certain thing. Like there's a lot of cool things that are in here. I feel like the game will run optimized well just because, again, Titanfall and Apex run really well. Again, if they're using the same engine and the same type of things for that, I think it'll be cool. It looks like there's finishers very similar to Apex. I will say I'm optimistic. It is free to play. So again, there's no excuse everybody can't try it. It's free to play. Just go download it and give it a shot. There's a lot of cool things that are in here. Like a lot of cool abilities, a lot of cool things that can do mechanics of stuff that, like the ice wall there, opening a wall just to like make basically a almost like a wraith portal, or like altar. That was basically altar right there. Let's just open up a portal. I can walk through a wall, right? The gunplay looks very similar to Apex though. And if that's the case, then that will be awesome. There's a lot of stuff we don't know about. And, you know, again, like, is this the, oh, let's take the sword here and now we can breach this area to where we can go in there and try to capture something else? Because that reminds me straight up of Overwatch / Marvel Rivals, right? That's exactly what that is. Let's get to this point, hold it down, and then we open the area. There's some cool abilities with some animals. Like this right there. That's Hulk. That's literally Hulk's like third-person view from Marvel Rivals. There's some cool guns right here. It looks like all the environments being destructible look awesome. That looks very Battlefield. That's basically Hela's ability in Marvel Rivals, where you just get in the air and just start throwing spikes down. There's a lot of cool stuff here, but it's almost like, can you take enough from each of these games and make it all work together is the part that I'm not certain on. It's like, yeah, you're taking the destruction of Battlefield, the shooting from Apex, the ability from Marvel Rivals / Apex, the actual gameplay and like mechanics of Overwatch / Marvel Rivals for the levels. I don't know what this is exactly. But if they can nail the better parts of those 4 games I just mentioned and put them all into one, awesome. And as long as the content is there and as long as the battle pass isn't egregious, cool. And I'm happy that this game exists. Do I think it should have closed the show? No. I don't think it. Some people, that was like their complaint, is like they didn't like the fact that this closed the show. I agree. I don't think it should have closed the show. It could have easily been in the middle and been just fine. But there are horses, Seth. That is true. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff in here that together could be awesome. But it's like, what are you keeping and taking away? Like, what parts of Overwatch are you taking out that suck and making sure they're not in this game? What parts of Marvel Rivals what best parts of Apex are you taking to make sure it's in this game? It's hard to tell, but at the same time, we won't have to play to find, or paid money to find out. We can just play it when it comes out in a month and just see for ourselves. And everybody should at least give it a shot if they're into shooters at all. So I'm not upset with it.
So the Steam description says a PvP raid shooter. Battle rival warden crews for possession of the shield breaker, then break into and destroy the enemy base to secure territory in this all-new breed of shooter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that just sounds like an Overwatch
points.
Area. Like,
Yeah.
get Overwatch. Get to that robot. Take the robot to this base. Keep it there for long enough. Like, that's how it feels like this. Oh, go get that sword from that building. Take it to this building. Break in and then take over. Okay, cool. But
yeah, and I will say, like, it looks pretty.
Mhm.
But is it enough different to draw people away from the games they're already playing?
Correct.
Overwatch, Rivals, Apex, whatever.
Right.
That's what you're breaking into right now. You got to compete with all of the other free-to-play games that already have these huge bases of players. Why play yours instead of the one they're already playing?
One other thing I'll point out too, those characters have to have personality and be awesome or no one's going to care.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could have some of those characters have personality because that's the thing I think that excels in like Overwatch. People love Overwatch and Apex and Marvel Rivals because of the characters themselves, right? They connect with certain characters and things like that.
I don't know. Like, I don't care necessarily about the characters in Apex.
Here's what I'll say. Early Apex, they did a lot of lore stuff. It was
a new
awesome.
player right now. Like,
sure. A new player right now may not care about it.
A new player as joining Apex or Overwatch. Now, what Rivals has is there's all this history that comes with a lot
Marvel
of these
license,
characters,
yeah,
right?
that's
It's
easy.
Marvel IP, so yeah,
That's
there's
easy,
stuff
yeah.
there. People already have those connections, but I don't know. That was always a big diss on Concord. But the characters, nobody cares about them. Okay, nobody cares about most characters in this type of game.
But I mean, I will say to a certain extent though, because people do, for when I've noticed, when it comes to like Marvel is easy because that's just Marvel, right?
Yep.
If they like Spider-Man, they're gonna like Spider-Man no matter what game he's in, right? But like people in Apex, like they do find characters in Apex and they stick with them because they actually do like something about them that calls to them, right? That makes them, you know, relate to them or whatever. Obviously early Apex it was bigger, but like Apex now, like some of those, like example, like people like Deej and Lifeline. Like, she relates with Lifeline quite a bit, and that's her character, and she doesn't want to play anybody else, right? Yeah. There's people that, like me with Mirage, him being just a jokester and a prankster and all that stuff. I think that's awesome. That's the thing, though. It's like, some people really do care about characters and lore and all that stuff, and I think if you can nail that part of it too, then that will make people connect with the game better to where they'll want to stick around. Because, again, maybe if Concord... I'm not saying this is the reason Concord failed. I'm not going to say that at all. But, like, if people relate with characters more, they're more willing to stick around and play a game more. So I think that is a big deal. Even in these shooters where there's not, like, a story per se, if a character has a certain personality that people like, they'll stick around and want to keep playing the game. But I get what you're saying, though. There's a lot of characters in, like, Apex, and it's hard to tell, but Apex used to do a better job. Same thing with Overwatch. Remember, Overwatch used to have these cinematics for all these new characters when they showed up, and, like, they'd have their backstory and all that stuff. Apex used to do that a lot more than they do now, which kind of sucks, but yeah. Gizmodo in the chat. I also love Mirage. Best character in the game.
Mirage. I've never played as Mirage. I hate everyone who plays as Mirage. That's all. Yep.
No, I think it could be cool. And again, I'll try it in a month. I'm not opposed to trying it whatsoever. I will absolutely give it a shot. From the Steam thing, I thought it also said cross-platform play, so that's cool. Right? At least they're doing something good right off the rip, aka rematch.
Yep.
Don't know why you didn't have crossplay right off the rip, but yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep. And it's free to play, which is another downside to Concord, that it wasn't free to play. So,
if I have to be real, that might have been the worst decision they made in out of all of it. If it was free to play, people would at least download it and try it. But you're like, oh, give you $40 to hope it doesn't suck. Yep. That's a problem.
All right. And on that note, Kevin Ainsworth writes in and says, what game should have ended the show instead of Fantasy Apex? And why was it Bradley the Badger? I mean, it was Bradley the Badger because he was a badger. It was pretty cool, right?
Yeah. If it were me, I would say Divinity should have opened or closed the match, or started, because that game is... I don't know if you lost your mind, but like all those Baldur's Gate fans are losing their mind completely, right? I think that should have either opened or closed, and then Fate of the Old Republic should have absolutely been the other run. Because Fate of the Old Republic, and it did open. That was like the first world premiere, I think, when the show started.
Yes.
But like that with the BioWare director is a gigantic deal to people. And like that is absolutely something that people lost their mind. I love the fact that they called out the director was in it, and people were just like, oh my God. That was like the bigger deal that was the game. Right. That was the pop of that trailer.
Yeah.
So like that should have been a starter or closer, and then Divinity should have been the other one, because those are the two biggest games.
I feel like overall, I think it would have made sense to have Star Wars at the beginning, and it's mostly because, quite frankly, Star Wars is more family friendly. You start a Game Awards with Divinity, guys, there was vomit, there was blood, there was bodies, there were orgies,
Banging.
there was hangings, there were people getting degloved. It was just absolutely wild. That is a way to close it. That is not a way to open up. Unless you're like, it's specifically horror game related. Like, you put that at the end because that's giving people nightmares. And like, I will say I would definitely have said Divinity at the end. I will admit, the moment that they brought Highguard on, I'm like, there has to be another game. There has to be something else. Why did they bring Todd Howard out? Was he going to announce something? Might have been nice to have him announce something. Shadow drop freaking Fallout 3. Like, I don't know, because like Highguard for myself, and I know for a lot of people on the internet, we're just like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, it just didn't seem like an ender. Like you said, Star Wars, definitely an ender. Divinity, 100% an ender. We had literally Diablo 4 ending, I think it was back in, was it 2018? I don't remember what year it was, but I remember like how excited people were because they're like, they're finally bringing back Diablo, and now they're finally bringing back Divinity, and it's with Larian, who just completely have had like a very strong past 2 years because of Baldur's Gate 3. And it just makes more sense. I think that would have been, I know, like, and I'm not just going by my hype, I'm going by like a lot of other people who also mentioned the fact that Divinity and also Star Wars was a huge one. So I think starting with Star Wars, which is family friendly, brings everyone excitement to the nostalgia, and then ended it off with probably one of the most gore heavy specific trailers we've seen at the Game Awards. because
Ever, in my opinion. That's literally one of the craziest trailers I've ever seen in gaming.
oh, it was so good. Like it was.
I'm not denying it
wild.
was good. I'm just saying, like, that couldn't have been played on NBC.
No, that is we do not have stakeholders to make happy. That is we are here to completely do whatever we want. No one was safe. Like they showed animals, they showed children, they showed like this huge like burning boil on someone's back that turned into this void. Like why? Insanity. Absolute insanity. Oh yeah. Seth, that was gross. That was the grossest thing about that entire trailer was the orc getting sick and then the pigs eating it. That was not my no, absolutely not. Gross. But yeah.
In my opinion, the only thing that could have made High Guard a cool thing at the end of it is if it shadow dropped that day.
100%.
Yeah.
Because Apex did. Because when Apex was shown for the first time, it was playable within an hour. They were like, by the way, the game's out, go play it. If they did that, I think we would all be having a different story because then people could get their hands on it instantly and that'd be cool. But the fact that we have to wait, and it sounds stupid, we have to wait a month plus. But if it came out that night, people probably would be like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like what they could have done is like, you know, when you go to a stream and then you start collecting points because there's drops, they could have done like a mystery drop. And then at the very end, they're like, here's Highfield, it's dropping right now. And all like these mystery points and the drops that you just got were for
you
this
got some kind of
game.
skin for Highfield.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or you got access to a beta or something for it that day and it was
Yes.
going to launch. That would have been cool. Right.
That's how you sell it. Fine.
That would have been better, yeah. Because that was like one of the appeals when Apex got announced. Because it literally shadow dropped. They were just like, here's this game. Oh, by the way, you can play it right now. And I remember that day, all of us were like, oh my God, we're going to play this right now? This is crazy. So if that shadow dropped, that would have been awesome. But I like I said, I like the idea of High Guard. And I know right off the rip, it shouldn't have ended the show. Because I'm just like, yeah, it's cool. But it like, no. Man,
Divinity looks good, guys.
It does. It looks great.
It's not going to be out.
I
want to
throw something at you
2035.
guys. I want to throw something at you guys for this.
Do it.
I feel, and I felt like this for the last couple of years, I don't feel like the show is designed or like laid out in such a way that the last game is the pop at all. Like, I don't think, like, I think the biggest announcements, the biggest like things happen within the first half an hour, and the remaining 3.5 hours are totally optional to watch. This year may have been better
for Game of the Year announcement.
You know,
like
why
that's
do
that's
that?
the thing that keeps you
right. That's the thing, which is great. But I would just kind of like throw that at people that, you know, this is a much longer show than E3 or Summer Game Fest or anything like that, and so it doesn't. I haven't really seen it bookended in the way that we would typically expect, or maybe what this question is suggesting, and so. Like it actually didn't bother me at like I didn't even think twice about it until I saw on the internet everybody's like, how could they close a thing like that? I'm like, oh yeah, people care about that. It was so long. I was just like, I'm glad it's done, and I'm glad Claire Obscure won and got its due. That was all great. But yeah, I would submit that we don't get big closing announcements because there's not always people stick around all the way to the end.
Well, no, even the people in the theater, half of them are gone by that
Gone
point.
home. That's what I mean. Like I don't think
they've
he's
gone home or
designing
they're
the show to do
drinking.
that.
Yeah. Which, like, you know what? I agree with you, Sean. It makes sense to have those bigger announcements even earlier on to get people hyped and maybe getting people to stay longer. But boy, yeah, because I was streaming with some, with Point to Progress, and like, even Frank was like, everyone's gone. There's like half the the
It's
theater's
long.
gone.
It's a long show.
For sure, but also people are like, I don't want to be there for traffic. I want to be able to get out
LA
like at a
traffic.
semi decent time. Like, and it's just like, sure.
That kind of sucks though. Like you're there.
Yeah, that's
kinda-
kind of silly. But
That's kind of
like I understand that as people at the
Agreed.
physical event, but most of the people are not at that physical event. So
Right.
if they want to miss the big banger announcement at the end, go for it. Like whatever. It's like a sporting event. Like if you want
Yeah.
to miss the last second touchdown to win the game, go for it.
You also gotta beg the question: does somebody pay for that last spot? Like I don't know
Yeah.
how these things work.
Right.
Right. Like
This
did
is
they
like
just
a
was that
weird
just
show.
the highest bidder?
Yeah. I don't think it is. I think the highest bidder is somewhere else in that show. I think you're right that like you don't want to be that ending spot where people are like nodding off and kind of over
Yeah,
it.
I don't know. I'd be curious.
I knew people that were at the event, and half of them were like posting photos that they were not in the venue anymore, even when Claire Obscure got announced as Game of the Year.
I don't like hearing that, to be honest with you. That's kind of crummy.
For sure. I agree, Sean. I know if I was there, I would want to be there until the end, especially with Game of the Year being at the very end. I want to see who gets
100%.
the announcement. Even if, yes, Claire Obscure did a clean sweep for the most part, not fully, because it did not get People's Choice, which is a whole other conversation in itself. But yeah, I don't understand people leaving before the end, but
Yeah.
to each their
Ryan in
own.
the chat says, so the real answer is Mega Man, right? I think if we now reinstate that you might want a good pop at the end, I do agree that Mega Man would have been pretty great to close things out. Bowser disagrees, but I mean, that's like your opinion, man.
Yeah,
I
it's your
don't.
opinion too.
I know, that's fair.
Yeah.
I would also submit somewhere that the Tomb Raider announcements were pretty great.
That actually could have been the new Tomb Raider game, not the remake of 1, but the new one. That could have
Yeah.
ended a show as well. Yeah,
I
They
think
could've done
Control
a remake
should've
and then a
ended it.
new.
that's another one. Control could have ended it too.
I think Control
is
could have
super
ended
rad
it.
too.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not super concerned about it because I've tried 3 times to play Control and just it never clicks.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are really into it. But it's also still like
Oh, one of my favorite things is watching like reaction videos of some content creators that I watch of like certain games that get announced. And Andy from Kind of Funny saw the Control video, like the trailer, and he just lost it. Like I love seeing people
Yeah,
get
people
that
that are
hyped
into
over
it
games.
love
Yeah,
it.
like that was his game, and he was just like just seeing people freak out about that. And same thing, I saw somebody freak out over Mega Man.
Mega Man was good.
yeah.
Star Wars Galactic Racers?
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah, Kind of Funny did a reaction to that where all of them were like, "What? Are we
Yeah,
getting a pod
that's
racing
pretty
game
good.
right now?" And they were all freaking out. I'm like, "Yeah, this is all great." So, yeah, you're right though. Actually, I how crazy is it? I forgot about Tomb Raider. I
Yeah,
totally
Tomb
forgot
Raider.
about Tomb Raider.
I thought Tomb Raider showed really well, and I feel like it's maybe the playbook from now on. If you want to just like reignite your franchise, your IP, do a great remake or whatever this is. It looked like the first game, but maybe remake is in the Final Fantasy VII remake sense. Or Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4. I don't know what exactly we're going to get, but it's obviously like taking a lot of direction, if not the exact first game, but it looks beautiful. Like I pointed out, I don't know if you guys remember playing the Tomb Raider games way back in the day. I played Tomb Raider 2 was my first one on PC with my 3DFX graphics card. Oh man. And I remember just even though it was in 3D, and it's supposed to be like this real world, everything is geometric shapes and hard edges, right? So there's these chandeliers that you're jumping and grabbing onto, and it's this clear, sharp edge. Everything was there. And so seeing this trailer and seeing kind of like what I was used to, and the water looked a certain way, which was both beautiful, but obviously very primitive, and like mountains that should be more rounded, but they're not because that's not how the geometry would work. Like now in this new style, I'm like, oh man. And like Lara looks great as well, like kind of in this balance of like over exaggerated, like back in the 90s and everything. Like, I don't know, man. I thought Tomb Raider, like there's so many wrong ways to do Tomb Raider, and it looks like they might have got it. And also it's different from, the 2013 Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Like, how are they doing that? So I'm very eager. And then the staging of the games, 2026 to 2027. I don't know, dude. Like, can they do it much better? That's a pretty good rollout.
I mean, we'll
would
see
say.
No,
when
that's pretty awesome.
the first remake comes out, what it actually turns out to be and how great it is. But
I
there's
I definitely feel like they're doing the Resident Evil route, because Resident Evil, the actual gameplay mechanics, the tank controls, the camera, fixed
they don't
camera,
work.
all those, they suck. And Tomb Raider, Sean remembers Tomb Raider 2 when she was like very much like
Yep.
the way
Dude,
she turned and all that
They
stuff.
did
And like,
the remaster things. Like, there's the collections 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5,
Right.
and 6. You can get those, and they maintain some of those old controls. But
Right.
also, they even updated where they don't have the tank controls, and I don't think you can play it because it doesn't. You need sometimes those tank controls in order
because
to
of like
line up.
how
the levels were
everything
designed
lined
that
up.
way.
Exactly.
You
But that's what I'm saying. I
Yep.
think this is going to be that Resident Evil remakes where it's like, let's fix the way your character moves. Let's adjust the game to make it work within this to where, I think That's what it looks like it's going towards. But it still has the touches of like her doing the handstand from pulling herself up on the ledge. Like there's still those callbacks. There's still the dinosaurs, of course, because that was the number one thing. I remember Ryan's just like, so when's the T-Rex showing up? And then there was a dino foot in the ground. I'm like, well, there you go.
Yeah, man.
But like, I think it's like, you're right though, because like, let them cook with this game, see what people like and don't like, and see if there's adjustments they can make before the 2027 release of like the actual reboot. Which, yeah, and like, you're right with the whole like she was the mix between the old and the new.
Yeah,
like as far as it looked fine. It didn't look crazy. It didn't look very like some of the Marvel rival characters. It didn't look like those characters. Let's just say that, and thank God.
Yeah.
So.
Pretty pumped about Tomb Raider, pretty pumped about Mega Man, pretty pumped about... I feel like we're kind of just like sliding on into the Game Awards, just like announcements that we liked.
Well, speaking of, let's bring in Uncle Tim, who says,
Hi,
just
Uncle Tim.
caught up with the Game Awards announcements. Hell yes, more Tomb Raider. The last trilogy was great. So ready for the OG remake and Catalyst.
Yep.
Question, did any of you play the recent Tomb Raider collections? If so, would you recommend? See you tonight.
That's a Sean question.
I played them.
Sean?
Yeah, I would play them if you played them before. I think is maybe the easiest answer. I think that might be a little tricky to recommend to brand new players. Like I'm not telling Bowser to play that game.
You better
like,
not be telling
me.
me.
No chance. No, I don't know. Like they don't really make games like that anymore, for better or for worse. Like they really are, especially the first two. You're just kind of like exploring a world and the space within it. Like you're in that old school kind of like solving puzzles. And for me, I really enjoyed it, but it's not nearly as like action heavy as the games later became, right? So if you're in for that, then I'd say yes, but I don't know. It's a tough recommend for really anybody other than, those of us who were playing it back in the day. And then also one of the things like I had recently, like through Steam sales and stuff, just ended up with all the different Tomb Raider games. And for a variety of different like technical reasons, like they some work better than others, either with controls or with graphics cards and hardware configurations, things like that. These ones are great just as like it brings you up to 2024 or whatever year they were starting to come out, 2024, 2025. So just from a technical standpoint, it's nice that they just work. But I mean, I'm not writing home about the quality of like the remaster or anything crazy like that. There's a nice new coat of paint. There's a different control scheme on them that make it a little easier to run around in. But for some of the more precise platforming and stuff, at least I found you needed to have 10 controls, Mitch.
I just looked up the definitive Survivor trilogy, which is the remake, the remakes that they recently did and whatever. Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. On Steam, all three games are $7.19
I just bought
right
them
now.
I bought Rise and
I'm buying
Shadow.
them right now. That's insane. And I want to point out, those games, I've played and beat all of them.
Same.
They're all awesome.
Yep.
Like, they're all so good.
I also bought Lara Croft Go.
Okay, I didn't get that.
It was
like,
$1.94.
But like, that...
Bowser.
Here's what I'll say. Hey, time out. Bowser, I've bought Titanfall on every damn platform it's ever been sold on. So if it's a great game...
He plays Apex. Why are you buying this game you already played?
Because those games deserve more revenue. Sorry, they do. They do. I will support that game, or I'll give to somebody who hasn't. How about that? How about I'll buy it and I'll give to somebody who's never played them? Because
Just
they should.
Don't give it to me because I will reject.
Damn.
You'll reject those? The newer ones? Not the older ones. I'm talking about...
Yeah.
They also, just to be fair, they are also all on Game Pass. If you just want to play them there too, you can do that. But no,
Tomb Raider is one of my favorite games of all time.
Shadow, that scene where she comes out of the water, just out, dude, that, talk about those moments in games where it's like, oh my God, this is happening moment. Like that in Shadow, when she comes out of the water and she's got this look of like, I'm going to murder everybody. It's like, holy shit.
Okay, can we talk for a minute how like this girl goes to all these sites and ends up attacked by all these bad guys? Why is she not showing up with a full arsenal and like fucking 007 shit? Like, why does she not expect this? Like,
I get your point.
Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Right? Like, what is happening here?
Could you say the same for Nathan Drake, who ends up in a upside down train every goddamn time he falls asleep, or in the back of an airplane coming out?
Why are you not like armed to the gills before you go to any of these places? Please.
I'm gonna play Tomb Raider. I gotta make sure these are on the wheel. Tomb Raider games, Uncharted games. I love these games, you guys. golly,
They really
bring me
are,
back.
yeah.
They're just fun.
They really are. Like I said, I remember playing that remake when they did the Tomb Raider remake, and I was just blown away. I was like, this game is great. And again, it's funny because like Uncharted took inspiration from the original Tomb Raider games, and then the Tomb Raider remakes took inspiration from Uncharted, but it doesn't matter because they're all rad. Like they're all good.
It's
so
all
it doesn't
Indiana
matter.
Jones, by the way. So
It actually is. It really is all Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And funny enough, there's a really good Indiana Jones game too. Go play that. Like,
yeah.
that's really.
I don't know. I'm now of the age where it's like some of these really fundamental gaming IP for them to be alive and well. Like it makes me feel great. I love seeing Tomb Raider alive and well. I love seeing Mega Man alive and well. Like, dude, like Star Wars games even just like I don't know. It's nice. I feel like maybe that's why I came away from this year's Game Awards feeling mostly positive. I'm mostly just tired, which is always the case. I'm always just tired at the Game Awards. It's long.
It's just long.
It's also just, my advanced age.
We're old.
We're
We
getting
enjoy
up
sleep.
there, man. We're getting up there. Yeah, I'm a morning gamer, not a nighttime gamer. Well, kind of both actually. What am I saying?
Putting
Kinda
in Donkey
both.
Kong
We need
hours
sleep.
in, you know what I mean?
Oh man, Donkey Kong.
Dude, you went to
But
bed
then
at like it was like
hours.
it was like 10:30, 11. You were still up, and I'm sitting there going like, this man's gonna wake up at 6 a.m. when I start work, and he's gonna be playing Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
Good job, man.
it's been good. Thanks. Yeah, so like, and I knew even while we were watching the Game Awards that the show itself, there's so much. There's advertisements, commercials, there's announcements, there's the awards themselves, of course, and then you throw in the Muppets. So it can be a lot to sort of consume all at once. And almost always this year is really no different. When I come away from it the very next day, which is today, and I look at a website that like everything announced at the Game Awards, I'm like, pretty good, right? But in the moment, I'm almost like too tired to really be appreciating what I'm seeing. What, Mitch?
I think you're only tired because of all the other shit that's in between the game announcements.
That's what I mean. It's just long.
That's
There's
all
a
it is.
lot being thrown
When
at
you
me.
see a list of all the things that got announced, you're like, damn, that's all cool. If that was a showcase,
You
I'd
should
be
just-
so stoked.
Yeah, you should
But
just wait
instead-
till the next morning and watch all of the individual trailers just back to back to back.
we
and
should
then
just
be happy.
repackage it.
But instead, you had to watch
Do it
Evanescence
ourselves.
perform. You had to watch commercials
Dude,
for gotcha
Evanescence
games.
was good.
Evanescence rules.
I'm just saying.
Great.
I'm not saying it was
You
bad, but I'm
listen
just
to Miss
saying those are
Piggy
things
for
that broke
half
them
hour.
up. That's true. Yeah, it's true. By the way,
I'm here
I want
for
to
the
point out right
Muppets.
now, might be our best thumbnail ever. Thanks, Fee.
Yep.
Oh yeah, great thumbnail.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining me and coming up with the idea. I just rolled with it.
If you guys haven't, again, if you're listening to the audio podcast, stop, go to the YouTube thumbnail, please. It's wonderful.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Fee makes great art, everybody.
Leave a comment on Spotify if you're able to, and if you're not able to, let me know because I think you should be able to, but we'll find out afterwards.
But how are they going to let you know if they can't leave a comment?
In our good call, Discord.
Go to Discord,
Go
get
to
on
Discord,
Patreon,
let us
do
know.
all those things.
Here's one of the reasons I said that. I discovered that the RPG Cave was most commented of all the Carpool
Oh,
gaming.
no.
They got the most comments. I'm telling you guys, RPG Cave is a monster on Spotify.
Let's
It's
take 'em down.
crazy.
Or we have to fight them. We're
taking
in
them
the
down.
parking lot.
Yep. or support them in their
Or just try to have a better show than them and have better downloads, not fist fight them in a Costco parking lot, Fee.
No, we're gonna like Anchorman fight them. Anchorman 2.
Yeah, Seth in the chat says comments are enabled for all the shows. So yeah, leave us comments.
All right.
Leave us
Yeah.
nice comments.
What's everybody
leave us
doing?
nice comments.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll check them out.
I'm-
Maybe
I'm
we'll
gonna
even
leave-
read them on the show.
I'm coming for you directly, Garrett Bland.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a doctor, I'll take you out.
Do we have other Game Award related questions, Bowser?
We do. Awesome Dave wrote in and said, almost wet myself from seeing the new entry into the Old Republic series for Star Wars. Also, why isn't World of Warcraft ever nominated for ongoing game?
Good question,
So,
Fee.
we definitely talked about the Star Wars stuff already. I think I'm with Awesome Dave here. Like, best ongoing game? I think maybe World of Warcraft should have been there instead of Final Fantasy XIV. And this is coming from someone who really likes Final Fantasy XIV, but they didn't have like a big expansion this year. So, they're just kind of doing patches and like, yay us. But like Fortnite has new seasons all the time. Helldivers is doing new collabs. Marvel Rivals is doing whatever the hell they're doing. No Man's Sky, like,
Oh,
they're
I think
doing
it's
all
just-
sorts of
No Man's
crazy
Sky.
shit. They won. Like, Final Fantasy actually feels kind of, out of place here in this category, and I feel like maybe WoW should have been there.
I think like just other games are doing more. That's simply it. It's not that WoW's bad or not doing as much, but you're right. I mean, you know more about Final Fantasy than I do, but I can tell you like Marvel Rivals gets constant updates, like No Man's Sky is getting updates, like all these things.
Yeah, the ones that like, especially like the Fortnites and the Marvel Rivals, that
Right.
are just constantly updating with new seasons.
For sure. Yeah.
I don't know if Final Fantasy 14 was the right nod there. They just always tend to be there because they have like a great community and yada yada yada. But
And Jeff visited them in Japan and played their games.
Yeah,
you know what I
maybe,
mean? That's what
probably.
happened.
Oh yeah.
what do you think, Fee?
I think like this out of any year, I feel like this year neither one of them should have been there.
Ooh.
I as someone who's played both, there hasn't been enough in World of Warcraft, like specifically just like gamer wise, and it's one of those things where the game's been out for what 25 years at this point. It seems like we are now just getting things like we're getting housing now.
Yeah.
It's 2025, everybody. We are getting housing after not only Final Fantasy has housing, but Infinity Nikki has housing before World of Warcraft did. And it's just like, it's one of those things where if it was Blizzard getting a ongoing game, I feel like it would have to be more classic than anything. But that also is a testament to how they did 15 years ago, which is slightly concerning. I don't know. There's not enough in World of Warcraft right now to make me be interested in going back to the actual game. I'd rather go to classic. That's the thing. And so I'm just curious, like how, like I would love to talk to someone who is actively playing World of Warcraft, not just classic, but actual World of Warcraft, and see how their thoughts are, and then be able to see in comparison. But I also agree with you, Bowza. This year was kind of lackluster for Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
I personally, I don't
I mean,
know
it
if
wasn't supposed to be a big year either. Like, this is the patch year. It's not a big major expansion drop.
for sure.
What are you doing here? Why was
Yeah.
Apex not in there? Apex introduced Wildcard and got me to start playing the game.
Yeah. I'm surprised there wasn't, quite frankly, I'm surprised that there weren't more like gacha games,
Yeah.
because they release new content regularly. Like monthly they're releasing new content. We saw that with Infinity Nikki. They dropped 2.0. Was I a fan of 2.0? Absolutely not, but that's fine. A lot of people were really excited about it. There were updates recently. They included housing. And a lot of people were really excited about it. Also, things like ZZZ and Wuthering Waves, which got people's choice, by the way. And a lot of people had to ask me if it was a Hoyoverse game. It is not. Wuthering Waves is not Hoyoverse, my friends. It is not a part of that multi-tiered universe that they have going on over there. So, yeah, ZZZ. Yeah, yes, Mitch?
When was the last, and again, I'm asking because I have no idea, the last major WoW expansion? I remember back in the day, Wrath of the Lich King came out, and that was like something that like people stopped going to work for a bit to like play that update and stuff. When was the last major update like that wasn't classic?
I couldn't tell you, which is unfortunate.
But it also might be one of those reasons why WoW isn't, maybe if WoW had one of those like huge ass expansions like back in the day and stuff like that, then maybe it would have been on that best ongoing game, because it has had that support forever. But I mean, I feel like, and again, I don't know WoW, so I'm not going to talk about it or anything like that. Jaws in the chat said 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
not 2025.
Right.
Yep, the war
And like I
within
said, yeah, but
August
that's what I'm
of
saying. I
2024.
think it maybe some games like that have those like giant expansions, then maybe it would get put up there. Honestly, it sucks in my opinion because Apex isn't up there, but at the same time, Bowser, I can tell you, Apex's content now compared to what Apex's content used to be, it is not the same. Like it actually was bigger back in the day. So when it doesn't get nominated and something like Fortnite does, I'm like, no, I get it. Like, and Marvel Rivals, by the way, is doing an insane job of every 2 months, it feels like, a new character. And it's rad. And they don't suck. And they're adding new team ups every season change. Like they're doing a lot with Marvel Rivals. So I get why that's on there. I get why Fortnite's on there. But like, you're right. Apex, just compared to what it used to be. And that's why I think WoW may not be on there right now, because WoW back in the day was this juggernaut that would have an expansion come out and stop people from doing other things in their life to play it. Apex would have these updates every 3 months where a new gun, a new character, a new map. And Apex has not been doing that lately. So I get why it's not on there. But WoW could be literally the same thing.
But I'd argue that it shouldn't be compared to itself. It should be compared to everyone else in the same year.
Yes. No.
That
So,
is fair, but Marvel
category
Rivals is
could
going
be-
nuts.
This category could be enormous because that's just the state of games. Like all games, it seems like are ongoing. And for some people, this is the game of the year, right? Like the ongoing forever games.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting what gets the nod and what doesn't. There's so many. So yeah, I don't think I've really like given it. I'm glad for this discussion because it's like it probably deserves more kudos, more, I don't know, happenstance. And was this one? This one didn't. This was one of like the hurry up awards. Like they kind of
No.
did it in between things.
No,
Like
they
nobody
brought-
came up and did a speech for. Oh no, they did do a speech.
No
You're
Man's
right. You're right.
Sky.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky. I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, no worries. No, that was
was a long show.
There were quite a few that were sped along. I will say. But yes, that was one of the ones that they did not speak.
Yeah, that's
through.
good.
It was. Yeah.
The indie game is so crazy to me with how stacked that category was, how that
I
was not
know.
on stage.
All right,
And to
That's
not
so-
give an indie studio like that stage.
Right.
And on that note, December 18th, 6:30 Eastern, please watch the Indie Game Awards,
There
where
you
all
go.
of these
Oh, there you
people
go.
will have their chance to actually shine and given the
is cool.
stage.
Yeah.
I just think that's, and like I said, this year when I watched like best indie game and you saw how stupid stacked that list
I know,
was,
it's
you're like,
crazy.
how do you not? And again, do you think they were just like, we can't let Claire Obscure go on stage every time? Is that what it is? Like, because they just knew and they were just like, we're not going to give them another time to go on stage. Like, I don't know.
It's also this show being like this middle ground between being an award show and a showcase for new games and all of this stuff and like a concert. Like it tries to be everything, so it's bad at everything, right?
Right.
But just the way it is, that's the way Jeff has orchestrated the thing, and this is what we
Yeah.
get. So
Well, I think it's kind of a bummer as well because there are games that won in those categories that didn't even get to go on stage.
Right.
Because like Wuthering Waves didn't get to go on stage. They won People's Choice. We have a few others that won like Best Action, Hollow Knight, Silksong. The team didn't get to go
Yeah, that
up.
would have been good.
Jesus Christ. Like that team deserves to go up there for real.
Yeah.
Most anticipated game for now, like it was forever. Like, how did they not get a chance to go talk?
Yeah, no, for sure. There was a number of them that they just didn't bring them up.
Yeah.
They're like, nope.
Speeches were good though, I would say, which was great, and people got a chance to kind of like speak their mind and speak what was on their heart. And I mean, obviously, a lot of it was Claire Obscure, and I just think they just clearly cared about that game and making it, and that was really nice to kind of hear. But there's been so many wonderful moments at the Game Awards over the years of like people being so just like overwhelmed with the moment, and it's kind of nice to see that. I don't know, like maybe I'm alone on that, but like that to me is more exciting than quite a lot of the announcements. And I hope, because this was definitely different than last year and probably the last couple of years, I kind of hope that a lot of that positive feedback lands and that next year it kind of just follows more in that direction. Like we're really excited for that. That makes us love video games. I would also say Jeff's like speech at the start was probably his best way of opening this game.
Yeah.
I don't remember where we were talking about this, but it's worth for me reiterating. I like when people just in general, but particularly for Jeff, I want people to like speak about a thing through the lens of their own like personal experience, and that's what he did. It wasn't like higher on like on top of a mountain speaking down to people about how like people shouldn't get laid off and get like, we all know that layoffs are terrible. Like that whenever Jeff kind of addresses the more societal or industry topics, I never think it lands. This year it was like a thank you for giving us a space to be and to find friends and be together. And for me, it meant like I had a challenge. He had the challenging year of losing his dad. And I just thought that was a really touching thing that resonated and connected with people far better than, yell about the thing that we're all mad about. It's like,
well, yeah, but also while taking the money from the companies that did all of that.
I mean, like, good
Like,
for, I mean, a part of me goes, good for him for
Right,
making
but like
the thing.
it comes off disingenuous when these big publishers
I
and
see what you're
developers are
saying.
laying off a bunch of people,
Yes.
and then paying him to have their games in in his show. Oh, layoffs are bad, except that they laid off these people so they had more money to give me to advertise their game.
Yeah.
Supposedly
Yeah,
it was $1
that's
million
great.
for a commercial.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what I read on
and
some
that part of
title
that is
somewhere.
just like that's just the corporate world in general. This is just how it works. I get it, like, but it also just doesn't feel genuine when Jeff's up there saying it.
Yeah.
I also do want to say shout out to the Claire Obscure team. Like when two people went up there, one did a speech and was done. They started playing music, and then the other person started talking, and I was like, "Oh, please!"
And
please
they let
don't.
her speak.
And they let her speak.
Yeah.
So good for them as well for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
100%.
also shout outs to Ben Starr.
Oh yeah, so many.
When you know his co-Casper, like, he didn't win the award. His companion won the award for best performance, and he was just like all in, like
So
super
good.
pumped that she won that
She
award,
was
and that was
great.
fantastic.
I also thought it was really sweet because it was Neil Newbin and it was Maggie Robertson. They were both in Baldur's Gate 3 with Jennifer English. So they got to give her the award. Neil Newbin won for Astarion back in 2023, and now we get to see Jennifer English win. And then when they're walking off stage, Maggie and Jennifer were holding hands as they left.
Aw.
Because they like she was so like you could tell Maggie got super like emotional because she saw Jennifer's name, and then she's just like and then she got to say her name, and then she came up on stage, and like you said,
So awesome.
Ben gave Jennifer a hug, got super excited for her. He could have been like, this should have been mine,
just
but he's like,
sound
no,
like,
he
God,
was,
am I ever gonna win this? You know?
no, he was thrilled.
No,
I
he
think
was
he'd prefer
super
her to
pumped.
go up stage.
Yeah.
He's just like,
was
please,
so
I'm so
good.
happy for you. I don't have to talk. Yay, go do your thing. But yeah, I got teary-eyed when I saw that because I'm like, oh, it's like Baldur's Gate 3 all over again. It was really
Yeah.
cute. Super sweet.
Yeah, I live for those moments, and they come and go over the year. I've been watching the Game Awards for probably a decade, if not a little more than that. I always think about, like, I think Greg Miller had a great speech when he won. What did they call the Gamer of the Year?
Trending
whatever it
Gamer.
was. Trending Gamer of the Year.
That
Amazing
was an
speech.
awesome speech.
I
yeah.
don't think it's ever been outdone, to be honest with you. The family who made That Dragon Cancer, also, it might have been the same year or the year after that, somewhere around there. Like, there's these moments, and I felt like this year it felt more heartfelt, and that's kind of what has always, like, kind of attracted me to the Game Awards, which was nice. And then, of course, the announcements. Am I missing something, Mitch, or what are you giggling
I'm just
about over there?
laughing because you mentioned how Greg Miller's speech was great. And by the way, he did have like a YouTube short come out with his speech, like kind of reiterating like this is how important the Game Awards are and stuff like that. I laugh because it's the complete opposite when Moist Critical won Content Creator of the Year. I don't know if you guys saw, he was watching
just
the
like,
Game Awards. He literally goes, for the love of God, please don't let it be me. And then literally he wins and he's like, all right, cool. Thanks, guys. And
That
that was
sucks, man.
like it was just like he was
Yeah.
so not wanting
Wanting
it.
him to decline the nomination, then
I
like,
know,
other people
that-
in other categories actually declined
Yeah.
nominations. If you
Yeah.
don't want it, get out.
Yeah, 100%. Because I'm pretty
done
sure
that.
it was the year after Greg Miller. Wasn't it Dr. Disrespect who won it? And it's like,
Not at the Game Award. No. Streamer Awards. Dr. Disrespect won a couple of the Streamer Awards. Game Awards. The embarrassing one that won that was Boogie.
oh yeah,
Boogie
I mean,
2988.
goodness
He
gracious.
won it. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Ugh.
Are there other questions?
That was it for the questions.
Do you guys, before we get on out of here, I feel like Fee, I want to hear you talk about Divinity. Do you want to take it away?
I do want to talk about Divinity.
Hell
sure.
yeah.
As a heads up, because Divinity got announced, I put all of Lyrian Divinity on my wheel. I was just like, we're doing this. I need to play this. I did.
Can I focus you just
Yes,
to start
for
before
sure.
you go off on it? For those of us who are like, I'll just say for me, like I'm not totally aware of Larian Divinity. Like, what's the history? Because like the trailer itself was eye catching, and it's probably one of the most memorable, for better or for worse, one of the most memorable moments of the night. Just entirely grotesque and gory and disgusting in all the words.
Absolutely.
But I don't know that I realize like what's going on here. What's the previous games? Like, what's the significance of all this?
Well, that's the thing, Sean. I'm not gonna lie. I'll have to speak more in attest to like Baldur's Gate 3 because I
Okay.
will admit I haven't played Divinity before, but Larian has made me interested in playing. Obviously,
I think we're all
Divinity
going to do
because
that now. Are we all
We'll
going
have
like,
to.
Is it on Game Pass? Divinity Original Sin?
They didn't announce any of that during the Game Awards.
No, like
I
the
wish.
previous games.
Oh, that is a good question.
Is that what this is? Like, is that Divinity Original Sin? Is that like we're talking the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Same worlds, yeah.
Is that on Game Pass?
I don't even. Not
I
on
don't
PC. It
think
doesn't look
so.
like.
Well, your girl's
I
gonna
mean,
have
we're gonna
to
we're
go
gonna
buy
have
some
to find
games.
this stuff out.
Divinity's Original Sin's like from 2014, so I'm sure
Yeah,
you
there's
can find
Divinity
a sale.
Sin, and then there's Divinity of Sin 2, which came out in 2017.
Yep.
And then now there's the new game.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
So go on. Go off.
Okay.
Quinn.
So yes. So by golly geez. I like for myself, I would like to say I'm a huge Larian fan now because I played substantial amount of time during Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't played nearly as much as others. I only have 800 hours in it, which is still quite a high number, I will say. But no, I think it was incredibly eye-catching. I think, and I really appreciate the fact that it, like, in a way, was very gory. And I like the fact that they did kind of go and come, like, essentially guns blazing, to be quite frank. Mostly because we had that particular issue with Baldur's Gate 3 where it has been announced that they're not doing Baldur's Gate 4 as a heads up. And I feel as though we kind of got that feeling when we saw Warlocks, which is a Wizards of the Coast, because Wizards of the Coast is also associated with other games, and of course Hasbro when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, I am very interested to see how this plays out. I have heard that it is a ARPG, so it is going to be definitely a different game style in comparison to Baldur's Gate. But yeah,
So like Diablo?
Yeah, that's how the other Divinity games are. They play out. They're more over the top type of gameplay. You do get to, of course, play a multitude of different characters. But yeah, I'm really excited because I had such an exciting time with Baldur's Gate 3. From what I've seen, what other people have said, Divinity is like story-wise apparently substantially better than Baldur's Gate, which I'm curious as to how that is, just because I know I still think about Baldur's Gate 3 on a daily basis, not even just a weekly or like every so often. Like, I love that game so much. I unfortunately compare it to a lot of the games that I've played, not saying that I don't think like, oh, this game's not going to be as good because it's not like Baldur's Gate, but I see so many similarities. Like even connecting like different stories. I always have a tendency to like compare games that come out and I'm like, oh, this is very this type of game, or like, oh, I've seen this particular storyline, plus the fact that there's hundreds of different storylines with Baldur's Gate 3, and knowing that apparently it's going to be the same way with Divinity. It's going to be the largest game that Larian has ever made, which Divinity, like Baldur's Gate 3 in general, is massive. Like, the shortest time that you could essentially play the game, I guess, okay, there was one person who made it like 23 hours, and that's because they didn't do any of this, they didn't do any of the side stories at all. They're like, I killed everyone. I didn't get Gale. I didn't get Astarion. I don't know who you're talking about when it comes to the vampire boy. They killed off Karlach, and it was like, what do you mean? How did you play this game? How did you play Baldur's Gate in 22 hours? But they just streamlined it. But no, I'm curious, just because I am a fan of turn-based, I'm curious how they're going to, like, how the gameplay is, and that's why I want to add Divinity onto my game of the, like, essentially my wheel, because just like what Bowser said, we're not going to probably see Divinity in a hot minute. My guess is probably 2029, because we only just saw a trailer. Oh, Bowser thinks like 2032, from what I remember.
It's forever. Well, like, the Baldur's Gate 3 was in early access on Stadia. Like, early in Stadia.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
like, it took a long time to get out. I'm just saying. Yeah. So, if this is going to be a bigger game, I wouldn't count on it anytime soon.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, those games take a long time to make.
Yeah.
But it also,
especially if it's going to have that big story, right? Like,
it did get delayed. Baldur's Gate 3 did get delayed because of COVID. So I am giving it kind of like a grace period of Baldur's Gate 3 came out in 2023. They said they'd already been looking at like building out a new game like early after the release. So I would like to say 2029. Who knows, maybe earlier. But at this point, right, guys, we're probably going to see it before Grand Theft Auto 6 because that game keeps getting delayed. Like,
Damn.
Hush your mouth. That game is coming out this upcoming year. Then again, I said that about
it's not.
2025. So
2027.
yeah.
It's going to be the most anticipated game next year, Mitch. It's going to say Grand Theft Auto 6.
It might again.
Again.
You're not
Again.
wrong. You're not wrong.
But no, I will say I do really enjoy it. Like, I would have to say, if I had to go genre-wise, I do like more medieval kind of fantasy types of games. I know for you, for example, Sean, you're a much bigger fan of like space and stuff like that. And I do like space myself as well. But I definitely gravitate more towards kind of the fantasy, like really like witchy kind of vibes to it. Yes, this trailer was incredibly gory, but I think that was kind of like we're making this ourselves. We're not relying on other studios at this point because they did have kind of like some blocks when it came to Baldur's Gate 3. They're not saying Baldur's Gate 3 wasn't gory because there was some substantial things in it and kind of some twisted things in it. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where I watch that trailer and I'm like, I need this game right now. And I want to be able to go back and play the Divinity games because I've heard nothing but good things about them. Yes, Mitch.
What comes out first, Divinity or the new Elder Scroll game?
Divinity.
Divinity.
It's not even close. Probably the next 2 Divinity games.
Yeah.
That's
Probably get another one in there.
But
probably
Mitch,
get another one in there. No.
but Mitch,
Yeah, I'd love to break that down. You brought up something that I'd love to actually, because like
Yes.
as a concept, space, 100%. I'll geek out about space any day of the week.
yes.
Game-wise, though, and this might be a topic for another day after this 2-hour podcast we're putting together here.
Yeah.
I don't know where I land. Like space games, of course. I love Mass Effect, one of my favorite series ever, but also Dragon Age. Love me some Dragon Age.
You do.
Also love me some Diablo. Like I'm kind of, I don't know. I could break that down a little bit more, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
There's a nastiness to this medieval fantasy kind of thing that is, I mean, how do you turn your head away from that? It looks really cool.
Yeah. I think that's the thing, and I like space games. I'm a XCOM fan.
Yep, XCOM comes to
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, definitely. So but there's just this kind of like grittiness to like the medieval type.
100%.
And that's why I think Doom, like Dark Ages, did like a lot of people were really hyped about that because it does bring that grittiness, that like kind of like just this dark essence to it that just seems like more like very appealing. So I'm very excited. Also, quite honestly, something that did like I actually just thought of something when it came to this particular situation in the trailer is that like I don't know if you guys have watched the first season of Castlevania. It's very reminiscent of that.
Golly.
It is essentially like Dracula says you have 1 year to leave this town. Like you guys have I'm not going to say what happened, but he's like, you have 1 year. He comes back. Everyone's celebrating what they did. And he just brings hellfire, Sean. He's like ripping up the ground. There is demons. There's like any which way. There's like blood and gore. And I'm like, I was trying to remember last night. I'm like, what is this reminding me of? And I'm like, it is year 1 of Dracula just going absolutely ballistic.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's Diablo for me too. Like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Bring the demons. Is what I always
Bring
say.
the demons. And we got to see the demon, Sean,
Yeah,
during
pretty good.
this Game Awards.
We also got Diablo in there as well. Like, I don't know. That's, man, so good.
Yeah, we
Bowser
did
or
get-
Mitch, do you guys want to go off on, or Mitch is out of here. Bowser, you want to go off on any of the other announcements that you saw from the Game Awards?
Sure do.
What do you got?
All right, we got to talk about Bradley the Badger. This game.
What? Go from Divinity to this. This is amazing.
Let's just spin it all around because this thing is insane. It's gonna be an action adventure game, but it is like making fun of every game that's come out in the last 25 years, and I am here for it. There's Last of Us scenes. It looks like Kirby.
Yeah.
It's like Dark
Was it Cyberpunk?
Souls-esque. Probably. Like
There was a cyberpunk area, yeah.
everything in this thing. Like, I don't know. If this game doesn't at least get you a little bit, like the satirical value of it, I don't know, man. Maybe
And
I
Evan
can
Peters
insult
is in it.
everybody like Jeff did. Like, if this doesn't get you going, What are you even doing here? Why are you even listening to this podcast? I don't know.
If there's no Badger out or like Badger Gate, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like a Fallout kind of like Badger game, or having like Baldur's Gate but Badger, fantastic.
There's like echoes of wisdom in here. Like, it's literally every game.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot
Badger
wait.
It's like
And
Wreck-It
it's a
Ralph.
cute Badger. Like,
Remember when the
it's-
Wreck-It Ralph trailer dropped and it's like there's Bowser and there's Zangief and all these other characters in there? It's
Yes.
so good.
Why are we also not talking about that Street Fighter trailer that was rad?
That was rad.
That also happened.
Yep.
That thing was crazy. Like
And
that
the
literally
cast-
was like the cast was all there, but watching the trailer actually, that was a Street Fighter ass movie. Like they're not apologetic at all about Guile's hair, about doing these crazy moves. They're not apologetic of any of it. And I'm like, all right, I'm here for it. Because now we're just getting in the realm of like, who gives a shit? We're just gonna make an awesome video game Street Fighter movie.
Well, that's the thing. They didn't take it seriously. They can't.
Right.
They could not have made
It's
that
Street
movie.
Fighter.
They can't be serious about it. And that's what I'm like. There are times where we've seen it in the past where we've seen superhero movies where they go way too serious. And then everyone's like, this is boring. Like
Zack Snyder.
they just went full camp.
Yeah.
And I needed that. I needed the campiness. The music choice was phenomenal. The colors, the entire vibe. Everyone's just like, we just had fun making this. And I'm like, you know what? I am very eager to watch this movie because of how excited they are about the movie. And Mitch, I agree to whatever you mumbled.
No, I think like the funny thing is like Street Fighter is very much the campy side of things, whereas the new Mortal Kombat movie is very much the actual serious thing. The difference is that Mortal Kombat movie being serious and graphic and gory and bloody and all that is actually what we wanted from a Mortal Kombat movie. I just think like each movie is just playing into their audience so well because they're like, Mortal Kombat fans want crazy over the top violence like a Mortal Kombat game. And it's like Street Fighter people want campy, crazy shit happening on their screen. And I just think like, I'm very happy that both these movies, like the new Mortal Kombat and the new Street Fighter movie, both seem to be playing to their audiences extremely well. And yeah, the whole cast was there and that was cool too. Like, there's a lot of damn people in that movie, bro. There's a lot of characters in that movie that they're going
There's
with.
a lot
so
of characters in Street Fighter just in
that's
general.
very
Like,
true.
You got to bring them all in. Everybody wants their favorite.
Right. No, overall though, yeah, that was cool. I think my favorite thing about the announcements at the Game Awards is that I feel like almost every genre got something that they were like, let's go.
100%.
Every genre, minus sports, I guess.
Yeah, good call.
Which they get their yearly
Well,
installments
there's a
anyway,
Screamer. I mean, if you want to lump in racing games. With
But I was going to say,
sports,
racing games even got
Screamer.
their shine with Screamer, and then Galactic Racer, like racing got its shine.
Yep.
Platformers got its shine. RPGs, action games, shooters. I feel like they hit the mark of like every popular genre. And they were just
definitely
like,
hit a lot of notes.
everybody was essentially just like, here's some awesome shit. Have fun. Sorry, you sports fans. You'll have FIFA and Madden next year. You're fine. But like, I'm just saying, like, those are the games. But I appreciate that everybody got something that they can take away from it and have fun with. And I mean, even things like Out of Words, which by the way, I'm super stoked to play that. Another co-op game, like one of those types of co-op games, like Little Nightmare style, like, you know, those are fun. It's just, they did a solid job of making sure that every type of genre was represented. It wasn't just catering to one type of crowd. So I will just say good for them for that.
There was
There
even
was
a
a-
game that had a character that was like a combination of me and Lachlan.
What?
Oven of the Chicken Foot.
Oh,
It was
that's
an
right.
old lady with like bird feet. You know,
That's true. I
maybe
forgot all
pigeon
about that
feet,
game.
You know, just saying.
I forgot all about that one. You're
That's
right.
a lot. What were we gonna
It's
say,
weird
Pete?
because there's so many games. Like I said, I totally forgot that thing existed.
There was a game that was announced that makes me want to get a Nintendo Switch to.
Hey, what game was that?
It was Orbitals. It was the kind of like Toriyama, very Ghibli-esque type
Oh,
of
yep.
game.
Mhm.
Yeah, I very much want to play
Yes.
that game.
Was that Switch 2 exclusive?
It's Switch 2 exclusive, which is a crime, but that's fine.
Which is a crime, she
I have to
says.
spend $900 to get this thing, and I
Just to be clear, there are other games on the Nintendo Switch 2 that are glorious and good and fun. I'm just saying, but I get what you're saying though, because I mean, just to be clear, Buzz is saying the same thing about that From Software game that's only going to be on Switch because he's just like, God damn it, what are we doing here? Why are we doing this?
That.
Me too, until they talked about it.
The optimal setup for a gamer that wants to play everything is a PC and a Switch.
That swear to God, that's
I
it.
agree with you.
As long as you're willing to wait a year for PlayStation games.
Like, as much as I want you to have an Xbox because you're on the Xbox Drive, the Switch would be the right thing to buy. Like, you get a Switch too.
I'm running into issues right now where there are games that are coming out for Xbox that are only on the console. And I have
Which ones?
There was a game that Sean told me about tonight that I wanted to play. Like, it looked so cool, and I'm like, oh, this looks so freaking sick, and I got super hyped about it. And then he's like, is it on PC? And I'm like, no.
How in the world is there an Xbox game that's not on PC?
Just like on
it's
Steam
Detective Girl, the
of...
case of immortality.
Yeah.
I bet it'll be there before long. Just like all of the PlayStation games.
Or throne.com/ Zorian.
Or you could do that because
I just
that is the best plug of the show.
Either.
No, real talk. Platforms: Switch, Xbox, PlayStation. They straight up said F you
No
PC.
PC.
people.
But if you had the Switch, you would be able to play it.
That's
Once
true.
Again,
That's true.
I'm telling you, a PC and a Switch.
You know what? I will say, if everybody checked out my PlayStation recap, it was glorious. I just want to say that. So if you guys want to check that out in the Discord, make sure you guys go check that out. I totally agree. If you're willing to wait a year on those PlayStation games, yeah, PC and Switch.
Pretty good. Yeah,
pretty
I'm
solid,
playing
yeah.
Returnal on PC in case people are wondering why I was talking about Returnal today. Playing that on Steam. Pretty good.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Any other games we want? There was a ton. I'm scrolling through an article right now. Like there's
There's
a
There's too
metric ton.
much. There's
Yeah.
too much.
So in case
There's
people
never
are
too much,
wondering
first of all.
why
Yeah.
we're not going through every now, there's simply too many. There's just way too much.
Ready for this, guys? If you guys are in the chat, or hey, if you guys are watching this on YouTube or whatever, make sure you guys comment on which game you're excited about. Got to farm that engagement. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Also, like the
know
video
what
on
you're
YouTube. Review
Like,
it.
comment on Spotify or something.
Yeah. Follow us on. Give
a
us
thing.
money on Patreon. All the above. Come on.
Jesus.
I will say there is a game that I've seen some closed beta for, which was Enfield. Lucas actually got into the beta, so he was playing it. It is a new gacha game that's coming out, and it has like Factorio vibes to it, which I was not prepared for. It has factory like operations. Oh yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a very in-depth kind of oh my goodness, gacha game that's coming out. You of course are playing a character who have forgotten everything. You used to be an overly powerful person and then you lost your memory, everybody.
Classic.
But yeah, it's just a classic. Just classics. But yeah, no.
Do they laugh when they bring that story element into the discussions
Like,
of like,
hear me out.
No, they'll
oh,
say
hear me
brilliant.
out.
What
Check
if
this shit
they
out.
had
What if you
amnesia?
are a super soldier and then you walk through this mist and you can't even jump afterwards? Thoughts? You forget everything you do? Anybody? No? All right.
Mitch, in Honkai Star Rail, you get the power of a freaking sun put into your body, and then you don't have any of your powers. None.
Isn't that every Metroid game, by the way? All of them?
I mean, it's like
Isn't
every
that
video game.
every one of them?
Every sequel.
Samus shows up and she's rad, and then some shit happens, and she can't shoot just normal. She only
can't
shoots
roll
normal bullets now.
again.
She can't roll.
No.
Like, I forgot how to duck.
Damn.
Okay, cool.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
Last call for exciting game
No,
announcements.
we're good.
You sure?
100%.
We're out.
Okay, that is all. Thank you so much for listening to episode whatever this is, 412 of the Xbox Drive, the second last episode of the Xbox Drive in 2025.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll be back in 2026. But we have an exciting episode to record over the weekend. Our GUIs, our games of our year. It's been quite a year. But before I go ahead and thank all the patrons over at patreon.com/carpoolgaming, Bowser, kick us off. Tell us where we can find you on the internet and all the other things you want to let us know about right now.
Biggest thing, find me in the Discord, in Backtrackers, in the Book Crafters, all of the things. We're doing all kinds of cool stuff over there. And then you can find me on Blue Sky, Bowser13. That's it.
That's it. Very nice. Fee, tell us things we should know.
Well, you can find me here. You can find me over on Discord. where I randomly talk about books sometimes and some video games. You can also find me over on twitch.tv/Noranix, where I just play Expedition 33 and every so often work on thumbnails and have some fun people join me. It is absolute blast. And then apparently, every so often on Point in Progress, where I found out that my co-hosts shout me out on a regular basis, which is very nice. Thank you guys. Yeah, super nice. And then throw me under the bus on other things. You can go listen to their content to find out what they throw me under the bus for. Thumbs up. Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Mitch, I want to know things. Where do I find you on the internet? If I go to my address bar, where do I go?
You can go to MitchPower1116.com.
He's got a .com.
I do. I'll be playing some games this weekend. I'll also be on the GUIs. Here's what I'll say. I'm trying to make my Discord better because I feel like my Discord sucks. Here's one thing I'll say. Just an easy thing. If you join my Discord, I actually have a channel specifically promoting every single carpool host and all carpool activities. So if you guys want to, easy spot to just get notices from all these wonderful people, including Carpool and Fee's amazing streams, and Seth and YouTube and Lockleth and Amanda and all these people. Make sure you guys go. You guys can join my Discord and you guys can get that, and also just hang out in my streams.
Sean.
Why don't we have that?
Go set that
up. I don't know. I have a channel specifically that says carpool content. And all of you guys on YouTube and Twitch, anything you guys post automatically gets fed to my Discord. So
we should do that.
You probably should.
You guys can all tell me like these great ideas you have for your own channels. That would be.
I don't have
You just want to rip off my shit? Cool. Is that what you're doing?
Is it one of those announcement channels where we can follow it in our Discord and we don't have to do any work? That'd be great.
Actual? I'll check that. I'll check that. I'll see.
Nice.
Sweet. All right. Anything else, Mitch?
No, that's it.
As for me, you can find me on Blue Sky CPG Sean on most things. You can also find me on Letterboxd and what's the other one? Backlogged.
Oh, I'm on Backlogged.
I got back on Backlog. I'm gonna do the dang thing. I think this is gonna be. I'm gonna kick things off probably mostly in 2026, but I might do a nice little wrap up for 2025.
I went retroactive and put all the games I finished. I'm back through like 2022.
Oh, I might do. Okay, that sounds fun. Get
your spreadsheets out, Sean. Get to work.
I will. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. This weekend I'll be on the GUIs, so check us out. YouTube.com/carpoolgaming and Twitch.tv/carpoolgaming live. Of course, I'm streaming many, many, many mornings, and I will continue to do that. I am loving seeing you all at the start of my day. It is definitely the best way I could start my day. It's been very nice. I have one more week of work, and then it's holiday season, and it's just like, guys, it's gaming time. Let's all do it. Let's all be kind to each other. Let's all encourage each other. Let's close out the year and try to accomplish all of those dreams that we've got, man. I look forward to 2026, but we're not closing out the year just yet, so I'm not sure why I'm getting into this. I got on a bit of a side tangent. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. I'm not going anywhere yet because I'm going to thank everybody who supports us at patreon.com/carpoolgaming. You make this all possible. We literally could not do it without you, so thank you to Brendan Myers, a.k.a. _Wintergamer, and Jonathan Brown. Go to https://linktr.ee/pme.jib. The link is in the show notes. Listen to PME just like me, Sean Capri, Apple Music, or you can do it on Spotify if you like. Platinum producers, Benny, Smokin_Yo, and the Captain, and also Uncle Tim Paullin. Thank you so much for your support. Gold members, Adam K, Anna, Awesome Dave 1337, Brad Moore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Emily O'Kelly, Hambone Jonny, Yon32, Laura, Liger Woods, 330, Mr. Giggles, Peje EP, Stephen Keller, and Technical Michael, my 5K bro. You guys are all amazing. Ultimate producers and platinum producers, by the way, you all got a 2025 merch perk this year. Pretty soon, 2026, new merch perks coming at you. So check them out. Appreciate you guys' support. It's incredible. Episode 412. That's the end. Everybody say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye.
That's it.
Goodbye.
To the people.
Well, that was nice. That was a nice way.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Xbox Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget that we've got some awesome Xbox Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming for exclusive content. Links to everything are in the description. We'll see you next week.